Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Mizzou Basketball is on the air.
This is a special place.
He reversed the alley-oop over his head.
Mizzou Basketball is brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. This is the Shelter Insurance pregame show. Shelter Insurance for auto, home, and life insurance that fits just right. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com.
After opening on the road and losing in Memphis on Monday, 83-75, the Missouri Tigers come home for their first game inside of Mizzou Arena this season. Is for the first time ever. Mizzou will play Howard tonight, the Bison in town. The Tigers 0-1 after losing in Memphis on Monday, led by as many as 14 in the first half, 13 in the second half, but then lost by 8. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Kelly. Chris Gervino is alongside Jeremy Washington. He's our engineer here courtside. Dylan Riggs running the show for us back at the world headquarters of Learfield Incorporated in the city of Jefferson in the great state of Missouri. Christopher, it's great to see you back home inside the friendly confines.
Absolutely, and we can make ourselves comfortable here because this is the first of 10 consecutive home games for Missouri. A 10-game homestand for the Tigers running through December, and a chance for them really to gel as a team, work out some early season issues that most teams would have when you've got so many new players, and hopefully pile up some victories.
Howard opened on Monday at Kansas. They were beaten 87-57, but it's a team that's been to the tournament each of the last 2 years.
Right. They've won their conference tournament, the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, each of the last 2 years. They're picked to win the conference championship this season, number one in their preseason poll. So they've got some experience, and perhaps nothing will toughen you up more than starting the season on the road against the nation's number one ranked team, Kansas. Of course, Missouri knows all about trying to go to Kansas and get a win.
We didn't get a chance to talk afterwards, at least on the air. We spent plenty of time talking on the airplane waiting to leave Memphis on Monday night. But just your thoughts on what you saw from this team in its opener.
Well, I think there's a lot of talent and a lot of depth that hopefully will be developed as the season goes on. The first half was so good. Missouri leading by 14 points and then by 10 at the break. And then turnovers really reared their ugly head. Missouri seemed to handle the pressure much better in the first half. Frankly, I thought Memphis really turned up the pressure in the second half. And then the Tigers left a lot of points on the free throw line, didn't they? They missed some free throws, and that makes a big difference in a close game. No shame in losing to Memphis on the road. I think that will be another good team for Penny Hardaway, but I saw some good things, and we'll look for more tonight.
Mizzou Basketball is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. And we'll continue on our Shelter pregame show. Coming up next, a conversation with Anthony Robinson, who had a season high, a career high, 16 points in the loss at Memphis on Monday. That comes your way after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by the Progressive Keys to Progress program, providing cars to veterans in need. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Do you wave a tiger tail in your sleep? See tigers in the clouds? Never wear garnet and white together? If so, there's no better way to show your Mizzou pride than with the Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card customized with your favorite MU photo. As passionate as you are about the Tigers, Regions is even more passionate about celebrating your every financial win and helping you plan for the next one. Personalize your card today at yourpicks.regions.com. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Mike Kelly at Mizzou Arena in Columbia, Missouri, getting set to take on Howard. We get a chance to visit with Missouri sophomore guard Anthony Robinson. First of all, how much more comfortable were you on the court Monday than at any point in time during your freshman season here?
It's probably the most comfortable I've ever been. I guess just the experience of just playing as a freshman and, putting the work in, it just made me feel more comfortable on the court. So
the game has slowed down, and you're starting to see things, aren't you?
Yes, sir. The game is slowing down a lot, and being able to make easy reads and just put my teammates in the best position has become easier.
When a team starts to make a run like Memphis did on Monday, what does your team have to do to stop those?
We have to get to the free throw line, make our free throws. We've been working on consistently making our free throws, to get the ball in the paint and, run a good set. So,
what were some of the things that you tried to work on during the offseason to improve really in all facets of the game?
Just my point guard ability, just reading the game differently, my IQ, and, just staying in the weight room and staying on the court. That just made me become better and more comfortable this next upcoming year.
How do you feel about getting a chance to play tonight at Mizzou Arena?
Oh, I feel great. I know it's going to be jumping. I'm excited for the crowd to be here and, just happy to play home again.
Go get it done. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's Anthony Robinson, and I'm Mike Kelly. Chris Trevino comes your way next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Dear football fans, Toyota's leading the drive to victory. The Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. And the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. They've all got available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, too. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Well, the Tigers have their home opener tonight here at the arena. Chris Trevino joined now by the head coach of the Howard Bison, Kenny Blakey, former Duke player, part of a couple of national championship teams in the early 90s, and now he's the head man at Howard. Coach, thanks for a couple minutes of your time. I know you started the season so easily at Kansas against the #1 Jayhawks. We know all about those guys. You had a loss, but what'd you learn about your ball club here as we start the season?
Yeah, I think what we learned at Kansas was that we have to be able, if we're going to do things that we think we can do this year, we have to be a team that plays together. We're better collectively together than we are as individuals. So to carry that over today and see if we can take a step forward.
I was really impressed in how you spent your time in Kansas City during this week between the KU game Monday and the one here at Mizzou Friday night. You stopped and saw a couple of interesting and important places in KC. I'll give you just a quick minute to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Our university was kind of founded on social activism, so we want to make sure that we are doing our part while we're on the road. We really feel that the classroom doesn't limit our guys to just what's on campus, but also in these areas that we're traveling to. So we had a chance to do some social justice work on Tuesday right before the election and went canvassing. We also had a chance to go to the Negro League Museum, the Jazz Museum as well, and then the College Basketball Hall of Fame. So on top of all of that, our students had to be students, so doing their classroom stuff while they were here as well.
Sounds like you used your time well. And what are your thoughts on Missouri coming here to play the Tigers?
They're a very dangerous team right now, and I have the most respect for Coach Gates. He's somebody I've gotten to know over the last couple of years, and he's been a really true friend to me, so I'm looking forward to this matchup. But I know their length, their athleticism, and the pace that they want to play are things that we are aware of and things that we're going to try to see if we can take away tonight.
Coach, thanks for your time. Great to meet you, and best luck this season.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Stay with us, folks. Mizzou and Howard coming up on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's game time. As Mizzou hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Listening to your favorite basketball team battle it out on the hardwood court. When it comes to performance, teams demand the quality of real American wood floors, and you should too. But not just wood floors, real wood cabinets, millwork, even real wood furniture. Beautiful, durable, and timeless. Real wood is always the right choice. Learn more by visiting choosewood.com.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Ball fake, now a three for the lead. Bang!
Mizzou Basketball is brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. This is the Shelter Insurance Pregame Show.
For the first time ever, Missouri and Howard will meet tonight here at Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Time now for our Bud Light Scouting Report. We turn to Missouri Assistant Coach Kyle Smith-Peters. What was your takeaway from Monday's loss at Memphis?
Well, I mean, great environment, a very good Memphis team. However, you can't help but look at the fact we had a very good sizable lead. We had a really good moment. We had 32 really good minutes, I think, in a game. Unfortunately, we got to figure out that next 8. But that happens. You got a brand new team. We had a lot of bright spots with our young guys that really stepped up. That cohesiveness is still coming together. But we saw signs of what we expect to see as the season goes along. And, hey, no one enjoys losing. Very big believer in losses can create growth. And if that's going to allow us to, have a ability to compete the Cows, the Kansases, the Illinois that are coming up and, be a prelude to our SEC conference season, then that's what it's going to have to be.
What do you expect to see tonight from this Howard team?
Oh, they'll be fired up. They're very well coached. An NCAA tournament team, returning 3-4 of their guys, a couple new transfers. They're still trying to figure some things out as well. But, if you look at the fact that they had, only been outscored by 8 points, I think, in the second half against Kansas, that, we as Missouri fans, Missouri players, we've been over there, you've seen Kansas. Sometimes it hits you pretty hard. No different than it does here. A lot of times at Mizzou when you're playing, it can hit you hard with that environment. And I think that was a lot of what it was. But they have some really good players. They can step out, make some shots. They do a very good job in that swing offense of just trying to put you to sleep, make you make a mistake, and get a layup or an open three.
We'll get it done. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
It's Kyle Smith-Peters, brought to you by Bud Light. Coming up next, Dennis Gates, sponsored by the Laborers of Missouri. That's up next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town, with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now, when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats, too. Your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
What put you in such a good mood?
Well, you know how competitive the couple next door is?
Yeah?
Well, he saw our flooring installers pull away yesterday and started bragging about their new floors. Get this, they chose laminate flooring instead of wood. He said they saved a bundle. I just smiled. It's a false savings. They're going to have to replace those floors in 7 to 10 years. Our wood floors will last a lifetime, and when we sell our house, we'll get more and sell faster.
ChooseWood.com. It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive is helping to drive veterans' lives forward through their Keys to Progress program. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Matzo Matt here for Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza. You know, there are very few things in life worth waiting for.
Pizza's done?
Oh, I'm on it. I'm starving. I've been waiting.
I wouldn't do that. It's going to be really... It's so hot. It's burning my mouth.
A Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza it's the epitome of delayed gratification. So when your Brewpub pizza is done and the temptation to dive right in due to the deliciousness of every bite overwhelms you, step back, give it time, and know it's worth the wait. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas available in your local grocery store.
It's game day, Tigers. Score big with fast check-ins, short security lines, and nonstop flights on American Airlines right here in Columbia. Whether you're traveling for the next big game or a quick getaway, Columbia Regional Airport gets you there easier and without the drive. Take the home court advantage to the skies at flycou.com. Columbia Regional Airport. There sooner, home faster.
Missouri and Howard, first ever meeting between the two schools tonight here at Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Time now to visit with Mizzou head coach Dennis Gates, brought to you by the Laborers of Missouri. As you looked back on the Memphis game, what were some of your takeaways?
We had a great game plan, some great practices leading into game day. I thought we executed that in the first half, first 20 minutes. And the thing that took the air or the wind out of our sails were the 6 straight foul calls to lead the half. And that took our aggression away. And I thought from there they were able to settle in on inbounds defense versus us getting it off the rebound or off the rim and running.
What impressed you the most about the way that Anthony Robinson performed in that game?
Well, Anthony did a great job. It just shows how much improvement he's transitioning into. The young man is growing. He's leading. And, he's been having those type of moments since June, and I'm excited to see where he's going to continue to grow.
What do you know about Kenny Blakey's team?
Kenny's a great coach, first of all, great leadership, prestigious institution, one that I truly believe when you look at the last 2 NCAA tournaments, they've represented their conference. So no matter where and what they've done, they've ended up being a championship team, and we're facing a championship team, NCAA team, in this gym tonight.
Do you see a little bit of, he played at Duke. Do you see anything that maybe Coach K used to do with him as a player?
Well, not just him. He has Duke remnants on there. He has a former assistant from Mike Bray's staff at Notre Dame. Mike Bray was a former assistant at Duke as well. Former Duke player on his staff. Those guys are well organized. They do a great job, and one of the many reasons why we decided to schedule them, in addition to my relationship with Kenny, I think he's an awesome coach, great leader. Definitely one of those that's underrated.
What do you want to see from your team tonight?
Well, I want to see 2 halves. I want to see consistency. I want to see leadership. But also, when adversity hits, I want to see us respond. It's not going to be an easy game. Any stretch of the imagination that assumes such is wrong. But our guys have been prepared mentally for that exact thing. Respect the front of a jersey, respect the resume, and we have a team that has championship DNA on their resume.
Go get it done. Thank you.
Thank you, MIZ.
ZOU, that's Dennis Gates, and I'm Mike Kelly. The opening tip-off is around the corner on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
This great call in Mizzou history is presented by T-Mobile. February 4th, 1997. With only seconds remaining in double overtime and the game tied at 94. Missouri's Corey Tate picked up a loose ball and hit the game winner to knock off then undefeated and top-ranked Kansas at the Hearns Center.
Fought, picked up by Tate, put it up. He rolled in with 5 seconds to go. 86-94.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get a great deal on iPhone 16 Pro.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with a Tiger checking card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with life, electronic device, and pet health insurance. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Come on. That was me, a proper internet troll, finally having enough, all because of slow, spotty internet. We've all been there. So switch to Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Its ultra-fast fiber and wall-to-wall Wi-Fi coverage have me throwing out likes and hearts like confetti at a parade. I love parades. Who knew?
Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Switch to the bright side at brightspeed.com/today. Limited availability in select areas.
Dear football fans, Toyota's leading the drive to victory. The Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. and the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. They've all got available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, too. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, Mizzou Basketball is on the air.
Front of the back to the rim. He busted. Pull back three off the bounce. Bang! Nothing but net.
We have a special fan base.
Drives it to the left block, fade away after a foul, and he made it.
I need all of you to join hands and help build something special.
Walk up three from the right wing. Bang! Deep three over Smith. Rims in! And Missouri wins!
Let's do it together.
Mizzou Basketball is brought to you by Central Bank. Show your swagger with a Tiger checking card from Central Bank. And by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Now with the call of the game, here's Chris Gervino and the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly.
Tigers brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Recently ranked highest in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region. 6 of the last 7 years by J.D. Power. Shelter Insurance, we're your shield, we're your shelter. Chris Trevino's alongside. I'm Mike Kelly. Tigers getting set to take on the Bison of Howard at Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas. KU 48, North Carolina 29 with 1:45 to play in the first half in that game. Tigers and the Bison, first ever meeting between the two.
Well, obviously this is a team in Howard that has been on the road all week long. Lawrence, Kansas, Monday night, stayed in Kansas City most of this week and then made its way over to Columbia tonight to play the Missouri Tigers. It's a team, though, that has had postseason experience, winning its conference tournament title each of the last 2 years, the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, and they are the preseason pick to win the league. So it is a team that has had success, a coach that certainly had success, Kenny Blakey, from his playing days at Duke under Coach Mike Krzyzewski, and now leading the Howard program as he's 6 years in.
Let's meet the starters. First for the visitors, the Howard Bison. Starting at guard number 1, Anwar Gill. At guard number 3, Jaron Johnson. At guard number 5, Marcus Dockery. At guard number 7, Blake Harper. And at guard number 34, Bryce Harris. The Bison are coached by Kenneth Blakey.
This season, our vision, what we want, can be found somewhere deep inside.
Every great moment, every highlight, every time this crowd goes crazy, we know it comes at a cost.
We have a debt due. For the weight room to practice, it's time to pay up.
We dig deep, cease to make excuses, put our standards over our feelings. Our goals are right there ahead of us. We work day after day, early mornings, late nights. Challenge after challenge.
Now, right now, let's see that work done in the dark come to life.
And now the starting lineup for your Missouri Tigers. A 6'5" senior guard from Kansas City, Kansas. Number 2, Tamar Bates. A 6'6" freshman guard from Little Rock, Arkansas. Number 6, Honor a 6'4" guard, a graduate student from Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 12, Tony Perkins. A 6'9" junior forward, Kansas Kansas City, Kansas, number 25, Mark Mitchell. And a 7-foot center, a graduate student from Brooklyn, New York, number 33, Josh Gray.
So honor Boateng, the young man from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Missouri Tigers.
So Boateng, the young man from Little Rock, who did not play at Memphis, will start tonight, making his first collegiate appearance along with his first collegiate start.
He's a very talented freshman, one of the highest recruits Missouri's had in years. In fact, if you believe the recruiting services, he'd be the highest rated prospect they've had here since Michael Porter Jr., and that turned out well for MPJ. But Boateng, good size, Mike, as a freshman, 6'6", strong, athletic player.
Great crew working the game. Todd Austin, Rob Rourke, and Patrick Evans. Tigers in the home whites with the block M on the front of the jersey, and Missouri spelled out across the chest. The Bison of Howard in the blue uniforms with red and gray trim. It'll be Bryce Harris at 6'4", jumping center against Missouri's 7-footer Josh Gray. And Dennis Gates is taking his usual position in front of us.
Yeah, I think he likes us. He just likes to be nearby and maybe even listen to us.
Todd Austin to toss it. Missouri going left to right to begin things. Ball tapped into the backcourt, controlled by Bates, and Missouri has it to begin things. Perkins making his first start. The Iowa transfer handling the ball on the logo. Brings it to the left side, bounce it. Boateng left sideline. Comes behind a Gray screen. Now flip it on the right wing, taken by Perkins. Shot clock at 15. Perkins to the top of the key, guarded closely by Gill. To the right side, inside the arc. Now to the elbow. Comes out top of the key. Right elbow caught by Gray. 4 on the shot clock. Get it to Mitchell, top of the key. A 3 off the rim, wide right. Rebound Bates for Missouri. Outside of Mitchell on the right side of the key. Has Gray inside and missed him. Perkins swings it left wing. Boateng has it. Bounce it to Gray, left side of the lane. Skip it right wing now for Missouri's Bates. Driving Boateng to the right block. Left hand missed it badly. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Gray. One minute in, first possession of the game for the Bison. Handling the ball, Jaron Johnson did not start at Kansas. Gets it right side. Bryce Harris to the block, missed it. Rebound Mark Mitchell of Missouri. Left to right comes Missouri looking for the first points. Boateng, the freshman from Little Rock. Fans outside, handling the ball, Boateng. Bounce it left elbow, back to the basket, Gray. Fakes the handoff to Boateng. Now to Boateng on the backdoor cut. Lays it up and in on a pretty pass from Josh Gray.
Well, that's his ability to get to the basket. Strong, big body. You don't see many freshmen show up on campus looking like he does, but he took advantage of his size there.
Gill handling the ball, guarded by Perkins. Flips it, left side of the lane. Harper, turnaround, left-handed jumper, misses, rebound. 2 players stood. Finally, Gray wouldn't got it. He and Bates were just staring at it for a while. Bates, left wing Perkins, head and shoulder fake, drives it, cut off left side of the key. Bates looks inside. Free throw line, right elbow now, just inside the arc. Gray to the cutter. Bates in the paint, knocked away, gets it back left block, lays it up and in.
A good persistence by Tamar Bates. It was really a rather sloppy possession. The ball bouncing around after the pass, but Bates just went and got it.
Tigers with the 4-0 lead, 2 minutes in. Johnson flips it, coming middle of the floor, handling the ball. Dockery picks up the dribble on the logo, middle of the floor, shadowed by Mitchell. Bounce it left side of the key. Harper gets it back, cut off Dockery at the left block. Throws it outside Gill, shot clock at 9. Drives Boateng. Long stride, gets into the paint, missed it, rebound Boateng. Here comes Missouri 4-on-2. Boateng right side, Mitchell to the block, puts it off the glass and in. 6-0 Missouri. Kenny Blakey needs a timeout. 17 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in the first half.
Well, Missouri really quick from one end of the court to the other, scoring in transition.
Tonight's game brought to you by MU Healthcare with over 800 doctors in 80-plus specialties. Never settle when it comes to your health. Central Bank is your hometown bank. It's the only place for Tiger checking. Open it today at www.tigerchecking.com.
One thing fans will notice about this Missouri team this season, the size. I mean, they have just got such better size across the board. This starting five, Tony Perkins, guard, 6'4". Tamar Bates, 6'5". Boateng, 6'6". Mark Mitchell, 6'9", and of course the 7-footer Josh Gray. And there's size and depth off the bench too. 6'10" Pierce, 6'9" Shaw, a couple of freshmen 7-footers. So they have really beefed up on the front line.
Top-ranked Kansas leads number 9 North Carolina at the half in Lawrence, 53-38. Tigers with Mitchell, Perkins, along with Bates, Boateng, and Josh Gray. 6-0 Mizzou, just underway at Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Building about half full. Between the circles, handling the ball. Harris hands it outside. Harris gets it to Harper, swings it right side of the logo. Dockery, now left corner, Johnson outside. Dockery from the right sideline, misses. Rebound controlled by Mitchell of Missouri. Tigers run left to right, looking for more points in to extend a 6-0 lead. Right elbow, Gray. Gray holds it high above his head. Pivots to the right side, dribbles to the right wing, picks up the dribble, hands to Boateng. Boateng with 15 on the shot clock to Gray on the block. Gray puts it on the deck and traveled with the basketball. Was a little unbalanced on the catch, Chris.
He was. And, you know, sometimes just watching these first two games, he's really hesitant to shoot. I mean, you don't want him sitting out there jacking up shots, but with his size and ability, he sets up in the lane unselfish, but it's almost like he's always looking to pass when he can turn with that size and drop in a short shot.
Johnson into the front court, guarded by Mitchell, brings it to the left side, leaves it on the wing. Gill, backdoor cut for Harris, off his hands and out of bounds, goes back to Missouri. Bryce Harris made a good cut from right to left, but lost it on the left side of the basket.
Yeah, it was a good idea. They just could not execute with a clean catch on that end, but a good idea from Howard, and still looking to get on the scoreboard.
Perkins working against Johnson. Shaw to come in next dead ball. Perkins into the paint, missed it. Rebound pulled down, and a foul on Gray. A needless foul, the push in the back as he tried to contest a rebound that had already been pulled down by Jaron Johnson of Howard. So Aiden Shaw, Anthony Robinson, Caleb Grill, and Trent Pierce come in for Missouri. Gray, Bates, Boateng sit down along with Tony Perkins. The lone remaining starter on the court, Mark Mitchell, the transfer from Duke. 6-0 Missouri. Johnson in the backcourt, little man-to-man pressure from Anthony Robinson. Comes into the front court, flips it over on the right sideline. Dockery gets it towards the baseline. Gill cut off, comes to the right wing, guarded by Pierce of Missouri. Gill, middle of the floor, taken by Harris. Comes to the left side with the left-hand dribble. Inside the arc against Shaw to the block, hanging. Now throws it right side to the sideline and out of bounds. Turnover against Howard. Missouri gets the ball back, leading 6-0.
Back-to-back turnovers by the Bison, and Missouri with a chance to extend what is already a clear lead in these first 3-4 minutes.
Into the front court, handling the ball. Robinson brings it to the left side. Bounce it, free throw line. Facing up Grill. Bad pass, deflected out of bounds. Just did not get enough air on it. Deflected out of bounds. It goes back to, we'll stay with Missouri, but first the under 16 timeout. 16 minutes to play in the first half. Missouri 6, Howard nothing on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri, in good times and in bad. We're for Missouri families and Missouri communities. We're for giving back to those communities and lifting people up. And when Missouri weather rips through our state, we're for helping put back the pieces. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. And if you live in Missouri, we're for you.
I'm Nick Rector, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent. And if you're in Boone County, I've got you covered. MIZ.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundled today at Progressive.com. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
When you live in SEC country, you feel it everywhere you go. The traditions and rivalries surround you. As much as you celebrate the game, Regions celebrates your financial wins even more. And like SEC fans, we'll never quit. Because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Mizzou Athletics would like to thank its premier partners, MU Healthcare and Shelter Insurance. Gentile is now the apparel provider of the Mizzou Sports Network. Check out their new collection of Mizzou apparel available at gentileapparel.com or at Bingham's in downtown Columbia the next time you're in town for a game. Shelter Insurance recently ranked highest in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region. 6 of the last 7 years by J.D. Power. Shelter Insurance, we're your shield, we're your shelter. Grill will inbound, joined by Pierce Shaw, along with Mark Mitchell and Anthony Robinson. 6-0 Missouri. Get it into A-Rob. Brings it towards the middle of the floor. Handling the ball with the right hand. Right side of the key. Shaw has it straddling the arc, guarded by Dockery. Puts it on the deck, almost walked. Now hands it off Robinson. Three on the shot clock. Had it knocked away out of bounds. 0.6 seconds to play on the shot clock. Missouri will be able to just inbound it and try to heave it. Joshua Strong in for the first time for Howard. Ball intercepted off the inbounds, taken by Howard's Miles Stewart into the front court. Strong has it, comes outside with the dribble. Sends it right side, Dockery between the circles. Dockery palms it with the left hand, guarded by Mitchell of Missouri. Handling the ball with the left hand, send it back on the left wing. Strong looks inside, bounce it on the block, taken by Stewart. Stewart dribbles back outside to the three-point line. Stripped by Aiden Shaw, picked up by Stewart. Middle of the floor for Strong, 6 on the shot clock. Strong sends it right corner. They don't see the shot clock. Now driving baseline, cut off. They won't get the shot off, and Missouri forces a turnover.
The third consecutive Howard possession with a turnover. 6-0 Missouri, almost 5 minutes in, and they're getting nothing in terms of a good look.
Robinson takes the inbounds pass against full court pressure applied by Strong. 6-0 Missouri, 15 minutes to play in the first half. Robinson to the left side to Grill, right side of the key. Dribbles to the wing, now penetrates to the block, sends it left corner off the hands of Pearson, out of bounds. Grill went down hard, gets helped up by Mitchell.
Meanwhile, Missouri's not exactly been scintillating offensively either. 3 Tiger turnovers and a very sloppy start both ways.
I thought Grill could have just laid that in instead of forcing the pass to the corner.
Right, you know, usually we talk about guys perhaps forcing shots. Tonight, Missouri's forced passes a few times.
Reset the shot clock. 14:59 to play, 6-0 Missouri. Stewart to inbound it, full court pressure. Little diamond press, inbounds to Strong. Strong now picked up. Leaves it left side. Dockery will work against Grill as they back off. Dockery to middle of the floor, leaves it for Strong. Flips it on a weave. Okogie handles the ball, guarded by Missouri's Robinson. Okogie to the right side. Bounces at middle of the floor, knocked away from Stewart. Back into the paint. Guarded, picked up by Okogie. Had it blocked away on the attempt on the left side by Pierce. Robinson takes it from Mitchell, sends it left wing. Pierce, catch and shoot, high arcing three is an air ball. Deflected, picked up by Mitchell, left side of the basket. Leans in middle, gets stripped, picked up by Howard. Ahead they throw the ball. Shockley Owie has the ball, throws it back outside for Dockery on the right side. Picks up the dribble on the right wing, pivots out middle of the floor. Looks for someone to throw the ball to. Now a backdoor cut. Sliding and falling down is Cameron Shockley Okiki. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Howard.
We notice a trend developing here. 4 turnovers apiece. And from Missouri's standpoint, you know, that it's one thing to be quick, but it's the old John Wooden line, right? Be quick, but don't hurry.
Play within the rhythm of the game.
Just forcing things.
6-0 Mizzou, 6 minutes into the game. Robinson left of the logo. Guarded by Strong. Handling the ball with the right hand. Gets it to Grill between the circles on the right side. Faces up. Back to Robinson, middle of the floor. Free throw line, Mitchell to the left side of the lane to the block. Hanging, draws contact, and the foul. Misses the shot. He'll step to the free throw line. 13 minutes and 48 seconds to play. Mark Mitchell draws the foul. So Mitchell will step to the free throw line. Mark in the Memphis game, 50% from the free throw line, had 8 points and 7 rebounds. He was 4 of 8 from the foul line, though. 2 shots coming here. Stewart picks up the personal foul. Mitchell makes the free throw.
Obviously, that's good to see because with his size and athleticism, he's so good around the basket, has a knack for getting to the rim. He'll get to the line a lot, has to take advantage of that.
Laborers Union and their contractors, a winning team that together creates a foundation worth building on. Visit buildunion.com. Mitchell makes both free throws. Missouri 8, Howard nothing. Dockery handling the ball, right side of the logo between the circles, guarded by Grill. Bounce it. Stewart comes outside, hands it to Okiki. Now back to the right side, guarded by Pierce. Top of the key, bounces it inside the arc. Facing up Koji. Koji looks inside. Left-hand drive, gets to the left side of the lane. Blocked away, but he was tripped on the drive to the basket. Shaw got the block, but he also picked up a personal foul. That'll be his first.
Well, Aiden Shaw certainly saw some quality time off the bench at Memphis. You think of him and the 2 sophomores, Anthony Robinson, the career-high 16 points, 7 assists, 3 steals. Trent Pierce, career-high 13 points, and they're all out there again early tonight.
Koji at the free throw line, 50% from the foul line against Kansas. He came off the bench with 8 points in that game. He's from Brampton, Canada, 6'5" junior. For making the first, he makes the second. It's 8-2 in favor of Mizzou. Robinson takes the inbounds pass, guarded by Strong. Comes around him in the backcourt, now fouled by Strong with a reach. Joshua Strong picks up the personal foul. Second team foul. Gill comes back. Dockery sits down for Kenny Blakeney's team. Robinson comes into the front court. Handling the ball. Right side between the circles. Left side of the key now taken by Mitchell. In the paint for the cutter Grill. Fouled by Strong, who just picked up his second in less than 30 seconds. Perkins will come back in for Missouri along with Honor Boateng.
Good movement off the ball by Caleb Grill. You mentioned he was the cutter from the other side. Came right into the lane, received that pass on time, on target.
Getting ready to shoot his first free throws of the season. Graduate student from Wichita. First free throw. Rims in. Perkins comes back. Boateng comes back in. Sitting down will be Trent Pierce along with Anthony Robinson. I don't know if you noticed, but last year when I was seated where Jeremy is, the coach used to stand right there.
See, he thought you would be there again, so that's why he's standing toward midcourt, and now you're both surprised.
There we are. 10-2 in favor of Missouri. Grill made both free throws. Strong to the left side inside the arc, cut off by Grill. Handling the ball with the right hand, comes behind a Stewart pick, picked up by Shaw. Left corner, Okiki to the left wing. Top of the key, Koji. Now right side, Strong to the wing. Hands it outside, Gill, rip through move, cut off. Now throw it outside, Okiki. Left side, Okoji. 9 on the shot clock, guarded by Shaw. Dribbles top of the key, Gill, right corner, Strong. Left hand drive, hands it on the block. Stewart puts it up, and their first field goal drops in with 12 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the first half. Miles Stewart with a little basket from the right side. Boateng, baseline left, taken by Mitchell. Drives Stewart, spins back from the block, banks it home, just overpowered him.
Right, and that's really where Missouri will have an advantage in the paint. The Tigers already have 8 points in the paint. 12-4
in favor of Missouri. Into the front court comes Anwar Gill. Gill Gets to the top of the key, had it intercepted by Perkins. 2-on-1 with Mitchell on his right. Alley-oop for Mitchell for the flush.
Well, those are the two highly touted transfers. Perkins, who started at Iowa, Mitchell, who started at Duke. A wealth of experience and talent infused into the Mizzou program.
Tigers with a 10-point lead with less than 12 minutes to play. Next dead ball, the under 12. Okeke, tip of the logo, sends it for Gill. Now left wing, Okoji guarded by Missouri's Perkins. 10 on the shot clock. Left side of the key, Stewart. Stewart faces up, guarded by Missouri's Shaw. In the paint on a cut for Okeke. 3 on the shot clock. Gill top of the key with 1. Doesn't get the shot off. An air ball goes back to Missouri and takes us to the under 12 timeout. Didn't get it off in time. The air ball gives it back to Missouri anyway. Tigers 14, Bison 4. Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's time to play Timber Trivia. True or false? Real wood floors last 100 years or more. If you said true, good for you. Laminate flooring fumbles in the first quarter. True or false? Your home sells much faster with real wood floors than with fake wood or carpeting. True. True or false? Bamboo flooring makes sense. No way, sports fans. Bamboo is a grass. Turf belongs on the field. For flooring, say timber. Visit choosewood.com.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
$11 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first half. Missouri 14, Howard 4. The Food Bank proud to be the official charitable partner of Mizzou Athletics. You know, hunger knows no season. You can visit scoreagainsthunger.org to learn how you can help feed Missouri. Helping people of all ages develop skills to overcome physical, mental, and financial challenges across Missouri. That's the Center for Human Services is proud to be the accessibility partner, providing sensory support at every home game this season.
Missouri, with this lead of 14-4, has made 5 of 9 shots, all of them inside. 10 points in the paint for the Tigers. 1 of 7 shooting is the Howard Ball Club. Missouri has out-rebounded Howard 8-2 thus far.
Missouri's football team, it's sold out Faurot Field tomorrow, 6:45 against the Oklahoma Sooners for the 97th meeting between the two old rivals. It's finally so good that Texas and OU finally saw the light and decided to join Missouri in the SEC, where it just means more.
We talk about all those games played between Missouri and Oklahoma. Some say it's a rivalry. I guess that's debatable. It's certainly, from Oklahoma's standpoint, they've got obviously Texas and Oklahoma State, but it is a familiar foe. The history of these teams playing over the years, and Missouri looking to put one notch in the win column.
Since 1945, OU's won 50 of the 58 meetings.
That's rather one-sided. But a chance to draw closer for the Tigers tomorrow night.
Inbounds pass taken by Perkins in the backcourt. He's on the court along with Boateng, Shaw, along with Bates and Caleb Grill. So a small lineup. Perkins on the right wing, or on the right side, cut off. Bounce it left side of the key, taken by Missouri's Shaw. Sends it on the right side. Perkins to Shaw on a cut off of his hands. Can't save it. It's taken by the Bison. Harper pushes it into the front court. Picks up the dribble. Pivots, comes left side. Taken by Johnson. Johnson guarded by Perkins. Johnson to the right side of the court. Handling the ball middle of the floor is Dockery. Dockery Towards the right side, intercepted by Missouri. Ball rolls into the front court, run down by Perkins on the left wing. Perkins to Grill. Deep three from the left sideline off the front of the rim. Rebound Shaw at the free throw line to Perkins at the top of the key. 14-4 Missouri. Bates driving right wing, cut off on the baseline. Boateng outside. Bates lofts a three, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. Or Harper for Howard. 10-point Missouri lead almost halfway through the first half. Boateng guarding Harper. Comes behind a Harris pick, picks up the dribble on the right side between the circles. Pivots back to the left side, throws it left wing. Dockery picked up on an errant pass by Johnson and knocks down a three. 14-7. Perkins into the front court. Comes top of the key with the dribble. Now towards the left side. Bates takes it between the circles. Bates pivots, right side on the wing for Grill. Right side of the key now, Aiden Shaw hands back to Grill, try to curl it. Top of the key off the bounce from three, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Anwar Gill of Howard. He pushes between two defenders to the top of the key, stripped and taken away by Honor Boateng. Boateng brings it into the front court, being chased by Gill, gets it into the paint with a European stride and lays it up and in.
Well, absolutely, Missouri's defense creating offense, and Howard is just turning it over left and right 7 times.
Boateng with 4 in his first collegiate game. Right side, Harris hands it outside for Dockery, top of the key, pull back three off the bounce, good. Back-to-back threes, cuts the lead to 16-10, 9:22 to play in the half. Perkins, left sideline base, left corner. Boateng thinks about it now. The three, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Harris. Outlet to Gill. Right to left comes Howard. Down by 6. Beaten by 30 on Monday at KU. Right side Harris. Harris dribbles outside, guarded by Boateng. Harris at 6'4", Boateng at 6'6". Pivots as he picks up the dribbles right of the logo. On the sideline, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Grill. Josh Gray comes in for Missouri.
Howard has struggled so mightily offensively, and yet you see the importance of a three-point shot. They hit back-to-back threes. They add up quickly, and it's just a 6-point game despite all their struggles in the offensive end.
Mitchell Pierce come in for Missouri along with Robinson as Grill, Perkins, and Aiden Shaw sit down. Howard's ball on the right sideline. Gildy inbound. Right corner taken by Harper, guarded by Pierce. Harper faces up, tried to drive, cut off. Now the ball knocked out of bounds on the right side on the baseline. Last touch by Trent Pierce. 3.8 on the shot clock. Howard will inbound baseline right, trailing 16-10. Dockery to inbound. Dockery holds and looks. Bounce it in, left side off a Guild. Picks it up, throws it outside on the left wing. Johnson a heave at the buzzer, missed it off the glass. Rebound Harper, he gets fouled with 8:42 to play. Anthony Robinson picks up the personal foul.
Missouri's got to secure those rebounds, and late shot clock attempt there. Sometimes those long shots give long rebounds. It was such an errant heave up off the backboard and rim. The longer rebound corralled by Howard. An extra chance now at the foul line.
So the lefty Harper steps to the free throw line. Blake Harper, 6'5", a freshman out of Washington, D.C. Played at Gonzaga High School, and he makes the free throw to cut the lead to 5.
He was their best player at Kansas in their last on Monday. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists.
Misses the free throw. Rebound Pierce of Missouri. Throw it ahead to Robinson into the front court on the right wing. Cut off by Harper. Now dribbles around him to the elbow. Sends it left wing. Bates wide open three. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Gray. Horse powers it up and in.
Well, he is a powerful player. You don't see many guys built like Josh Gray.
Nickname is Horse. Gives Missouri the 7-point lead. Johnson double team. Bounces in on the left wing for Harris. Ball fake. Dribbles against Gray. Cut off at the left side of the lane. Throws it now right corner. Back outside on the wing for Dockery. Dockery comes outside behind a Harris pick. 10 on the shot clock. Drives it, left side of the lane to the block. Stripped. Lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Missouri's Pierce. Active hands by Trent Pierce.
And active feet, too. I thought the last possession when he blocked his man from coming into the lane and the ball went out of bounds, he moved his feet well. Now, time you're right, those active hands. He's going to continue to get playing time.
Gill left corner, double team. Shot clock at 7. Throws it right side. Dockery a 3. Made it, rimmed it in. The lefty knocks down the 3. The lead is 4. Missouri led by as many as 10 in this first half. Next dead ball is the under 8 timeout. Mitchell, left elbow, back to the basket. Gray, shadowed by Gill. Hands it outside for Robinson. Sends it on the right wing. driving Mitchell to the short corner. Leans in from the block, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Howard. Got a chance to cut into the 4-point lead. Harper at the top of the key. Knocked away, picked up by Pierce. 3-on-1 the other way. Throw it ahead to Robinson. Robinson to the rim, scoop it to the trailer. Bates lays it up and in.
Very unselfish and intelligent play by Robinson. Had a defender flying at him to block the shot. And Ant just scooped the pass to Scoop. Tamar Bates, that's his nickname for 2.
20-14, Missouri with a 6-point lead. 7:26 to play here in the first half on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
Today's game is brought to you by the Progressive Keys to Progress program, providing cars to veterans in need. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Dear football fans, Toyota's leading the drive to victory. The Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. And the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. They've all got available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, too. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
20-14, Missouri leads Howard here in Mizzou Arena in Columbia. McBride Homes is Missouri's largest home builder. Proud to be the title sponsor of this year's bragging rights game. Visit McBrideHomes.com to learn about their 40 communities across the metropolitan St. Louis area.
Well, we talk about the three-point shot as a difference maker. Howard has 8 turnovers already and has made just 4 shots from the field tonight in the first 12 and a half minutes, but 3 of them are of the three-point variety. They're 3 for 5 from the arc. Missouri, meanwhile, has 8 baskets in the ball game, none of them from the three-point arc. The Tigers are 0 for 7 from distance, and because of that discrepancy in the three-point line, Howard actually within 6, just a 2-possession game.
Tigers with Robinson, Pierce, along with Perkins, Mitchell, and Josh Gray. Harper to come in next at ball or Harper's going to step back on the court. Started to stand in front of the scorer's table. Now Gray comes out. And Aiden Shaw on the court for Dennis Gates. Full court pressure. Stewart gets it into Dockery over on the right side in the backcourt. Johnson will bring it from right to left into the front court. 2-possession game. A foul against Missouri. Grabbing the jersey, Trent Pierce.
Boy, Trent is really working hard defensively, though, and I'm certain that if we notice that his coach is really taking note of it, he wants more playing time, understandably, and that's how he'll get it.
Inbounds pass. Johnson guarded by Mitchell, picked up on the switch by Shaw. Now left side for Stewart. Comes to the left wing deeper, now inside the arc, throws it outside. Strong. Top of the key, left side between the circles. Taken by Dockery, shadowed by Pierce. Shot clock at 8. Dockery a crossover. Right side. Jab step, now a high arcing 3 from Harper's an air ball on the baseline, saved by Dockery, but it was out of bounds and back to Missouri as the shot clock expires.
They have taken some late shots, and you would say ill-advised shots, but they're so late they have no chance at that point.
You ever seen anybody with a cape on at a basketball game?
Jay Lidner. He wears that on the road trips for football, too.
Robinson Left elbow back to the basket. Mitchell faces up, guarded by Strong. Mark looks inside. Now drives it to the left block. Hanging puts it up. And a blocking foul. He missed the shot, but he'll step back to the free throw line where he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, we can read Mark's facial expression here courtside, frustrated with that ball that would not drop for him. But, man, he's got 8 points already, Mike, and getting himself to the free throw line. So if he can knock these down, he's just going to add to his already impressive point total.
Caleb Grill will come in here momentarily as well. 20-14 is the Mizzou lead. Mitchell, the left-hander. The Kansas City native makes the free throw, 3 for 3 at the line. 21-14 the lead. Grill going to go in for the shooter. Should Mitchell make the next? He does. Nope, he's going to get Pierce instead of Mitchell. Grill in. Pierce sits down. Missouri with Mitchell at 6'9" and Shaw at 6'9", the 2 tallest Tigers. Knocked out of bounds. Shaw deflected it off of Johnson. Off the inbounds, and Missouri gets it back.
That gets one of the biggest ovations, not just from the fans, but from the Tiger coaching staff here to our left. Again, the activity and athleticism effort by Shaw. Pierce defensively impressive.
Handling the ball, Perkins right of the logo between the circles. Guarded by Strong. Mitchell takes it left side of the key. Guarded by Harper, faces up. Mitchell, left wing, Perkins beyond 3. Driving with the right hand to the left elbow. Sends it on the right wing. Robinson at 3. Ribs in and out. Rebound pulled down by Harper. 6:20 to play in the half. Missouri by 8. Right to left, Harper throws ahead. Johnson's pass deflected off of Mitchell. Last touch by Missouri's Mark Mitchell. On the baseline, it'll be inbounded by Howard.
Howard just having such a difficult time with Missouri's athleticism at this end of the floor. The Bison really unable to get consistent, clean looks.
Gill back, Harris in for Kenny Blakey. Stewart sits down and Harper sits down. Baseline left, Johnson inbound. Gets it in left corner, Dockery. 2 Tigers run at him. Now left wing for Johnson. Strong, right side Gill as they swing it around. His 3's an air ball. Pulled down by Perkins. Missouri by 8. Left to right in the front court comes Perkins. Perkins a crossover to the right block. Dribbles Strong. Draws contact and the foul. So Tony Perkins will step to the free throw line. Jaron Johnson picks up the personal foul. 16th foul. Fifteenth foul against the Bison. Marcus Allen about ready to see his first collegiate action. The freshman at 6'7" and 220 from Miami as Perkins misses the free throw. Aiden Shaw sits down as Marcus Allen comes in. Perkins, after missing the first, makes the second. 23-14, less than 6 to play in the half. Johnson right to left in the front court, chased by Grill. Almost lost his footing as he comes to the left wing with the dribble. Johnson now picked up on the switch by Allen. Right sideline, Dockery drives it to the right wing, to the right elbow, free throw line. Bounce it down on the baseline, deflected by Missouri. Out of bounds, last touch by Grill.
Well, you can see the look of concern Kenny Blakey's face, the coach of Howard. His team has just had so many passes deflected by Missouri away.
Baseline left, Johnson inbounds. Bounces it into Harris, triple team, throws it outside, deflected out of bounds by Robinson. Missouri's 1-3-1 zone off the inbounds pass, and Robinson got into the passing lane. Left sideline in front of the Missouri bench, Gill inbound. Allen guards the ball. Gets it in. Harris on the left wing, guarded by Mitchell. 7 on the shot clock. Harris towards the top of the key with 5. Mishandles the ball left side of the key. Pull back 3. Made it. Mishandled it, just grabbed it and launched it, and it went down. 23-17. Robinson to the left side in transition. Lays it up right side of the basket. Good. And got fouled.
Well, he's a determined player. So often we see the growth from that freshman season to the next. You hope that's the case with Ant Robinson. Looks like it might be. Of course, it's early, just a game and a half thus far, but he looks like a really confident basketball player.
Talked in the pregame show just about how the game is slowing down for him, and he's starting to see so many more things. So second foul on Johnson. To the free throw line goes Robinson. 16 points, a career high. In the loss at Memphis, the Tallahassee, Florida native made his first career start in that game. Knocks down the free throw, completes the three-point play. The lead is to 9. It was once 10 here in the first half. 5:21 to play. Right to left in the front court comes Dockery, guarded by Robinson. Hands it on a weave. Gill sends it right of the logo. Harper back in, handling the ball, guarded by Allen. Harris takes it to the top of the key. Harris with his back to the basket against Mitchell. Pivots outside. Flip it to Dockery to the right wing. Dockery to Harris on the block. Double team. In the paint. Gill on a cut. Lays it up and in. Outlet quickly. Perkins comes into the front court. Perkins free throw line. Into the paint. Lost the ball. Out of control but got fouled. Harper, I think, is going to pick up the personal foul. It goes against Harper. Blake Harper picks up his second. 17th foul.
Missouri pushing the pace even off a made basket by Howard, which was really nicely executed on the offensive end for a change for the Bison. The Tigers got that ball out of the hoop and hurried the other way. Perkins gets to the line.
Just glad they didn't look at the baseline off the inbounds to make sure he was still out of bounds when he inbounded the ball. Perkins free throw, good. Marquez Warwick's going to come in. The Northern Kentucky transfer. Had 3 at Memphis. Johnson in, replacing Harper. Anthony Robinson sits down for Missouri. (27-19) is the Missouri lead. Free throw good. Perkins makes a pair. 28-19. Mitchell with 10 for Missouri. Perkins now with 3. Johnson into the front court. Left of the logo. Comes back middle of the logo. Now right sideline Dockery. Dockery to the top of the key with the left hand to the elbow. Cut off. Pull back 3 off the bounce. Missed it. Foul on the rebound against Marcus Allen. Or no, against. See who they get. I think it's Marcus Allen. It is the freshman from Missouri.
Yeah, just pushed his man up the lane with his hands. He was just kind of giving him a shove across the paint there. Escorting him.
Dennis Gates having a little bit of a conversation with Patrick Evans. Both smiling. Left baseline inbounded. Johnson sends it right corner. Dockery, a wide open shot, didn't take it. Now missed it. Rebound pulled down by Missouri's Perkins in traffic. Throw it ahead to Grill in the left wing. Grill to the left elbow. Flip it back to Perkins. Curls it inside the arc. Back outside Grill. Right wing, they swing it. Warwick drives. Gets to the left side of the lane. Turns back middle. Right side of the key for Mitchell. Left side between the circles. Now Warwick with 14 on the shot clock. Warwick drives to the right side. Flip it up and in. Off the drive and got fouled. Just felt contact. Flipped it with the right hand off the glass and in. And the left-hander will shoot free throws with Missouri leading by 11 now.
That's what made it so impressive. He's a lefty going right and flipped it up underhand, as you mentioned, Mike. It's interesting, Warwick, if he becomes a regular in the rotation, you've got 3 lefties on this team, Warwick and Mitchell and Bates. And I was thinking the last time I can recall 3 key rotational pieces or starters for Missouri as lefties, Trayvon Bryant, Wesley Stokes, and Kareem Rush, the 2002 team that made it all the way to the Elite 8. But you don't normally see 3 lefties, on the court in the same game or same time, and it'll just depend on how much playing time Warwick gets here his first year at Mizzou.
Completes the three-point play. 31-19 the lead, the largest of the game. Just over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Johnson, a high dribble, comes in the front court. Dockery brings the left side, poked away by Robinson, pulled down by Gill. Now Johnson takes it right of the logo. 15 on the shot clock behind a Harris picked up by Mitchell. Right wing, looking inside a Koji. Back outside Gill, 8 on the shot clock. Right elbow spins into the paint. Left side of the key, Johnson catches and knocks down the 3. 31-22. Grill gets it outside for Robinson. Pull back 3 off the bounce, missed it. Rebound pulled down off the really quick shot, pulled down by Howard. Dockery all alone under the basket. Harris stripped out of bounds by Robinson, who came over to help out weak side. Takes us to the under 4 timeout. Missouri 31, Howard 22 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
when the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
You know, more homes and businesses are making the switch to Socket Fiber, the most reliable service and simple, transparent pricing. Call 1-800-SOCKET3 or visit socket.net to learn more. Missouri by 9. Largest lead was 12 against the Bison of Howard in the first ever meeting between Mizzou and the school out of Washington, D.C.
Howard with 9 turnovers, 7 baskets, so higher turnover total than basket count, but 5 of 9 of the Bison from the three-point arc to kind of stay in this game, down 9 at 31-22. Missouri, meanwhile, still looking for its first three-point basket. The Tigers 0 for 9 from the arc.
Former Hall of Fame head coach at Vashon High School in St. Louis, our friend Floyd Irons on hand watching the game once again. He's a staple here at Mizzou Arena, follows the Tigers on the road. Seated to our left behind the Missouri bench. Great to see Coach Irons.
Won a few games, didn't he, with the Vashon Wolverines? Just a few.
Won a few titles.
Yes.
And his son has kind of picked up where he left off. Dockery, Harris, along with Gill, Johnson, and Okogie, Robinson, Grill, Mitchell, Warwick, and Aiden Shaw for Missouri. Coming up at the half, as soon as the half is concluded, Dickie Nutt will put on the headphones and tell us what he thought about the first half. The Missouri special assistant to the head coach. Baseline left, Johnson inbound. Guarding the ball, Aiden Shaw. Johnson throws it out between the circles. Dockery, Robinson almost got to it. Top of the key, back to the basket, facing up Harris, guarded by Mitchell. Harris looks to the left side, dribbles towards the left wing, hands it outside. Johnson dribbles into the paint just inside the free throw line. Pull back fadeaway jumper, wide left. Rebound fought for, and it's pulled down by Missouri. A foul called on the rebound. Warwick is going to shoot free throws as Harris picks up his second personal foul.
Just a tough shot attempt, too, by Howard, as you described it. Pull back fadeaway jumper, just not on balance, falling away from the basket. First shot was deprived as Missouri turned him away, and the Tigers get that rebound and get fouled.
Marquez Warwick steps to the free throw line. The transfer from Northern Kentucky, 2 points in 7 minutes against Memphis, leads all active scorers with 2,248 points in his career. Makes the free throw. Now 49 points in his career. Harper in, Strong in, sitting down Harris along with Johnson. 3:12 to play in the first half. Union Electrical Contractors, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Partners in quality construction and electrical and communication services. Warwick makes 2. The lead goes to 11. Full court pressure inbound in the backcourt, taken by Dockery. He'll work against Robinson. Dockery kind of skips his way into the front court right of the logo. Hands it off, curling it to Koji. Now left side between the circles, Strong. Strong left wing taken by Gill, guarded by Mitchell. Gill looks inside, bounces it left side of the key. Harper faces up. Harper dribbles top of the key, right side Strong. Tip it right corner, taken by Dockery, brings it to the right wing. Inside the arc, outside the block for Harper, cutting into the paint. Koji missed it, tip no good. Koji got the third tip. to knock it down after Gill missed the second. Left to right, Missouri down, leading by 9 with 2.5 to play in the first half. Robinson, left wing facing up. Mitchell gets into the paint with the drive, missed it, got it back middle of the paint, goes up with the right hand, lays it in.
Mark Mitchell just playing above the Howard Bison offensively and then for the rebounds.
Mitchell's got 12 and Missouri leads by 11. To the left side, driving baseline. Koji over the shoulder pass, free throw line for Gill, dribbles to the right, or for Gill, dribbles to the right wing inside the arc, pivots a couple of times, lofted down on the baseline for Harper, out of bounds, last touch by Missouri. 2:03 to play in the half, 11 on the shot clock. Howard will inbound baseline right.
Talk often how Missouri and most teams chart deflections, and I don't know the exact count, but Missouri certainly in double figures in this first half, deflected Howard passes.
Caleb Grill sits down. Tamar Bates in. Gill to inbound for Howard, baseline right. Robinson with a hold off the inbounds pass, picks up his second. Baseline right again. Gill looking. Gill still looking. Throws it outside. Dockery. Dockery just inside a half court on the logo, guarded by Robinson of Missouri. Comes towards the left side, now back towards the right of the logo. Bounce it right elbow, back to the basket. Curling Gill gets into the paint, lay it up right hand as he lost Aiden Shaw badly on the pivot. Left to right, Warwick into the front court. 35-26, the Mizzou lead. 1:40 to play in the first half. Warwick to the left side. Pivots, looks right, left wing. Driving baseline is Mitchell, goes up for the dunk, missed it but got fouled, and Mitchell will shoot free throws. Mark Mitchell, the transfer from Duke, is 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Missouri shooting 46% from the field, but 0 for 9 from 3.
And really, when you have players like Mark Mitchell and some of the others who offer size on that front line, Missouri shouldn't have to settle for many threes. They have no answer for Mitchell, who gets back to the line already with 12 points and 5 rebounds in this first half.
Makes the free throw. 5 for 5 is Mitchell. Missouri as a team 14 for 15. It's nice to see after their struggles in Memphis on Monday. Mitchell's next free throw splashes home. The lead is 11. Perkins in. Robinson sits down. 37-26. Marcus Allen tried to come in. They're not going to get him in. In the backcourt. Into the front court comes Gill, guarded by Perkins. Just inside a half court to the left of the logo. Handling the ball with the right hand, sends it right sideline. Dockery comes back towards the middle of the floor. Tip of the logo now left side. Throws it on the left wing. Driving is Gill to the left elbow. Into the paint, right wing for Harper. Harper one bounce, 16-footer misses. Rebound pulled down by Missouri's Perkins. Throw it ahead to Bates. Bates comes in the front court on the right side. Outside now Warwick. Jab step cut off left side of the key. Right wing for Bates. Bates looks inside, miss Shaw. Brings it to the logo, middle of the floor. Warwick takes it to the left wing. Warwick top of the key for Mitchell. Shot clock at 14. Drives to the right elbow. Mitchell back to the left side of the lane. Left wing now. Perkins handling the ball. Left side of the key. Right side Warwick. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 3 from Warwick. Misses. Missouri 0 for 10 for 3 from 3. But leads by 11. Ahead for Strong on the right sideline in the front court. Behind a pick. Left side Gill. Gill, backdoor cut to Koji, jams it as he beat Warwick badly baseline.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, Warwick has got to be better than that defensively. He was lost. His man clearly sailed along the baseline, uncontested for a lay-in.
37-28, Missouri can play for the last shot of the half. Just inside a half court, dribbling from right hand to left hand. Marquez Warwick handling the ball with the right hand now. Strong backs off. 12 seconds to play in the half. Still dribbling just on the logo. 8 seconds to play in the half. Now Warwick will go with 6. Warwick to the left side. Bates top of the key. Ball fake. Step back 3 from the right wing. Good. Missouri's first 3 goes down at the buzzer at the end of the first half as Missouri missed its first 10 shots from 3 but made number 11 as we're joined at the half by Missouri special assistant to the head coach, David Nutt. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, you know, obviously shooting the basketball has a lot to do with everything, but we did rely on our defense. I'm sure coach is going to go in at halftime and really compliment them on their defense. First games are always tough to play. Anybody, it doesn't matter. Anybody outside the SEC, everybody thinks that we're supposed to automatically win. That's not the case. Howard has a good basketball team. They're very deliberate. They're going to hold it for 25 or 30 seconds before they shoot the ball. We've got to stay patient on defense, and we'll be okay. I'm anxious to hear what Coach has to say and the adjustments that we make at halftime. Bottom line is that we'll shoot the ball better in the second half. We've just got to make sure that we take care of the basketball.
Coach, thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay,
Coach David Nutt, back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for home sweet home. We're for condos, tutors, single wides, and studios. We're for ranches, houseboats, 2 stories or 20. Red cedar, bluebirds, white squirrels, black walnuts, whatever's out your back door, we're for that. We're for watching the sun rise over the Mississippi and set over the Missouri. We're for kicking off your heels in a high-rise or hanging up your hat in the boothill. And if you have a home in Missouri, we have a policy for you.
I'm Will Garrett, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent. If you're in Tiger Country, give me a call. Make sure you have the coverages you need and the discounts you deserve.
The black and gold play here.
17-footer for the win. Bang!
This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Do you wave a tiger tail in your sleep? See tigers in the clouds? Never wear garnet and white together? If so, there's no better way to show your Mizzou pride than with the Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card customized with your favorite MU photo. As passionate as you are about the Tigers, Regions is even more passionate about celebrating your every financial win and helping you plan for the next one. Personalize your card today at yourpicks.regions.com. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store is your official store of Mizzou Athletics. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day. Located at Faroe Field or at TigerTeamStore.com. It's black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
We are courtside at Mizzou Arena. Missouri with the lead 40-28 in the home opener over the Howard Bison, visiting from Washington, D.C. Chris Trevino joined now by Missouri's Director of Athletics, Laird Veach. And he might be a bit distracted because his son Drew is on the court right now playing some basketball. And we might have you comment on that, but he's one of the tallest kids out there.
He is, yeah. He just got the ball, too. How about that? Dribbles down, take it up. Oh, about to get fouled. I'm giving the play-by-play.
Hey, who needs Mike Kelly? We've got Laird Veach calling the action tonight. You didn't hear me say that, by the way. But he's a good-looking boy, and I tell you, he made a great effort to save it in bounds. All right, we got to move along because we got just a few minutes here at halftime. I wanted to give you a chance to talk about some big changes coming up for Tiger fans due to the changes in collegiate athletics. There's a lot going on, and you want to get word out about things ahead of time, don't you?
Yeah, as you saw, Chris, so we put out a communication here last week talking about the changes that are coming in college athletics and the challenges that are ahead, and challenges for us and for everyone, right? And in so many ways, Mizzou is so well positioned because of what's happened here with our NIL law, what we have going with just being a part of the SEC and all the advantages, all the momentum we have going. But we have some areas we got to catch up. And bluntly, we need to elevate our game from a fundraising and ticket sales standpoint. But one of the keys here that I want to share, and that was my son that just scored, by the way, on the side here.
Drew Veach.
One of the keys here that I want to share is that, we recognize it's not just about asking our people for more, right? We got to do our part, and we're going to really be focused on cutting expenses, spending more wisely, doing things that we need to do to position ourselves to win. And we're going to be really direct and aggressive and thoughtful about that. But we're not gonna apologize for pushing out there and fighting for resources for our teams, because our coaches and our fans deserve that.
Well, and I think as long as you're forthright and communicate that to folks, they can certainly appreciate and hopefully understand your messaging.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to do it right. We want to be respectful, and we want to have opportunities for people to see our games and be out there. But we also we need to really push forward. And I think even the response that I received from the initial message, our people want that, right? They want us. We have a real will to win. We have a real desire to compete at the very top level and to truly compete for championships and have experiences like Final Fours and do those things. So we need to do what it takes to get there.
And I know what I've heard from you is Drew Veach hits another jump shot from out near the three-point arc, obviously showing his athleticism and ability here.
I have no idea what's happening right now, but we don't want to get him to, he needs to stay humble.
I know.
So let's keep him humble.
And I'm afraid you're going to be extremely distracted here. We only have about another minute anyway, so good for you. But the key thing I heard in your message through all this is also in terms of just the league revenue comparison of what you're up against in the almighty Southeastern Conference, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And it is, as I shared, some very straightforward statistics. We are $35 million in annual revenue behind our peers, behind the average in our conference, not the top level, but the average. And that's something we got to find a way to chip away at, but we got to chip away at it quickly. We can't be put in a position where we don't have the same level of resources. Now, we also got to spend them smarter and be wise with what we do. And we're going to do that as well. And then, we also got to hold ourselves accountable to performance, right? And to winning and doing things the right way. And we're going to do all those things.
Well, it's a lot of work, but you're the right man for the job. You know how to get these things done, and that's why you're here. Best of luck, and thanks for sharing your thoughts with us here at halftime.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. Appreciate what you and the great play-by-play master Mike Kelly does. I don't want to pretend to take his spot. Those are really big shoes to fill right there. But
size 15. That's how long I've worked with him. I know his shoe size. Can you believe that? I always say I spend as much time with him as anyone other than my wife during football and basketball season. Sure, I prefer her, but he's not bad company usually.
Yeah, he's a lucky man, Mike.
Laird, you did a great job. Thank you, despite your distractions here at halftime. Folks, you. Laird Veach, Missouri's AD, but the star of our halftime show, his son Drew Veach, with a couple of baskets made, as you heard Laird describe. Stay with us. Missouri up by 12 at the break on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Hey friends, Matzo Matt here for Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza. You know, so many people are stuck in the moat of mundaneness when it comes to their frozen pizza choice. Same cardboard crust, flavorless sauce, second-rate cheese. You know, all the assumptions of a frozen pizza. Well, it's time to ditch the downer and throw out that theory by diving into a Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Thin, cracker-like crust, a bold, tasty sauce, high-quality meat and veggie toppings, and bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning mozzarella cheese. There's nothing humdrum about a Brewpub pizza. See for yourself. Snag one today from the frozen pizza section at your local grocery store.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Missouri. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Missouri by 12 at halftime. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Tiger Basketball. Tigers 40, Howard 28 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive is helping to drive veterans' lives forward through their Keys to Progress program. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox from the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store is your official store of Mizzou Athletics. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day. Located at Faroe Field or at TigerTeamStore.com. It's black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
This is the Center for Human Services halftime show.
Missouri by 12, and our second half starts next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's game time. As Mizzou hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
At MU Healthcare, our sports medicine team knows what it takes to compete, because we're competitors too. Upping our game day in and day out to be the best doctors for mid-Missouri athletes. Whether that's competing to be one of 11 orthopedic centers of excellence in the country or cheering alongside the Mizzou Tigers as their team physicians, we've got everything athletes need to be and stay at their best. MUHealth.org/sportsmedexperts. Because we're competitors too.
Today's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with life, electronic device, and pet health insurance. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
It's Michael Agnew with API Project Fitness. We're not just a gym, but a thriving community of individuals like yourself who are dedicated to improving their overall health and well-being. Our group classes are designed to be inclusive and to cater to individuals at all fitness levels. Our classes are tailored to challenge and to motivate you to achieve your goals. But don't just take my word for it. Experience the API difference yourself by trying any of our classes for free. Visit APIProjectFitness.com or call us at 573-268-6944. Let us help you live a healthier life. Join the API community today.
Missouri 40 and Howard 28 as we get set for the second half. This has been our Center for Human Services halftime show, helping people of all ages develop skills to overcome challenges across Missouri.
Boateng Gray along with Bates, Perkins, and Mark Mitchell for Missouri. Howard with Harper, Johnson, Gill, along with Harris and Dockery. Missouri leads 40-28, matching that 12-point lead that they had earlier in the first half. Johnson with the ball in the front court. Tip of the logo, now slides to the right side. Throws it outside, driving towards the right side. Harris handling the ball. Harris comes outside for Gill. Into the paint, putting it up. Harris misses, rebound pulled down by Missouri's Bates. Between the circles, handling the ball for Missouri's Perkins to the right side. Gets to the right side of the lane. Had it stripped, going to the basket off of Perkins and back to Howard.
Connor Boateng made the start tonight after not playing at Memphis and didn't see much of him in the first half, even though he was there for the opening run.
Played 8 minutes, scored 4 points. Johnson in the backcourt working against the aforementioned Connor Boateng. Comes into the front court. Johnson on the logo, middle of the floor. Comes towards the left side of the court. Bounce it, ball tipped away from Gill. Picked up by Bates. 3-on-1. Bates on the left. Alley-oop for Boateng. Too close to the rim. Couldn't quite corral it. And a foul on the play. So Boateng will shoot free throws. Foul goes against Jaron Johnson. That's his third.
Connor Boateng from Little Rock, Arkansas. Really a likable kid.
The home of Matt Moore.
Oh, Matt Moore.
They both went to Little Rock Central.
Yes.
Matt Moore set all the records, and then Connor Boateng broke them.
He's a talented kid, played the saxophone, which is not an easy instrument.
Dennis Gates will talk to him a lot. It's like reading music, Connor.
Yes.
Just settle down. It's like reading the music as he makes the free throw.
Isn't that an interesting approach from Coach Gates to say that? Whatever works, and it's understandable.
Tigers with a 41-28 lead with just over 19 minutes to play. Next one knocked out of bounds off the miss. Last touch by Mark Mitchell. Remember, you can listen to the SEC all season long on Sirius XM. Gill into the game for Missouri. Boateng sits down. Jaron Johnson in the backcourt working against Gill. Comes into the front court on the left side. Handling the ball left of the logo. Top of the key taken by Harris. To the right side of the court handling the ball. Wanted a backdoor cut. Knocked away by Missouri's Josh Gray. Stays out of bounds, or goes out of bounds and stays with Howard. Student section mostly full, particularly behind the baselines. Johnson looks inside, throws it outside right side of the key for Harris. Now left of the logo taken by Dockery, left wing for Harper. Shot clock at 12. Jab step against Josh Gray. Drives him. Good show by Bates to come over and help. Outside Johnson. Shot clock 5. Reverse it right side. Gill. 4 on the shot clock. Cut off free throw line. Johnson deep 3 from the left side. Splashes home on a late closeout by Tony Perkins. 41-31 the Missouri lead. Right wing Perkins in the front court. Left-hand drive, left wing Mitchell. Mitchell looks inside, back to Perkins on the right wing. Perkins holds it hip high, left side of the body. Drives it left hand, kick it outside. Bates mishandles it. Bates left side between the circles. Bates to the left wing. Crossover, gets to the left elbow. Step back 15-footer. Off the rim, missed it. Tipped, controlled by Harper. Robinson to come in next at ball. Left to right comes Howard, down 10. Harris to the left elbow against Gray. Right corner, Dockery, catch and shoot three. Missed it. Rebound, Josh Gray of Missouri. Right to left comes Perkins. Probes his way to the middle of the floor. Now sliding to the right side of the court. Left side, Grill. Drives, cut off on the wing. Jumps in the defender. Throws a wild shot and an air ball left-handed. Trying to draw a foul. Just an out-of-control move by Caleb Grill.
Boy, Missouri has been extremely inconsistent, we'll say, offensively. Just some possessions that leave you scratching your head. And the shooting has just been 1 for 12, Mike, from three-point range. 1 out of 12.
That was the last shot of the first half. Knocked down by Bates. As Missouri missed its first 10. The lead is 10. Johnson comes into the front court, guarded by Anthony Robinson. Middle of the floor taken by Harris. Harris guarded by Josh Gray. Left-hand drive around Josh. Jumps up at the block. Pivots outside. Tried to dump it baseline. Deflected by Bates. Pulled down by Shaw. Outlet to Bates. 3-on-2 the other way. Left side Robinson. Sends it right side for Perkins. Hanging. And it doesn't go in, but he got fouled.
Good look from Anthony Robinson. Cross court to his fellow point guard Tony Perkins, who's a strong player. Experienced graduate student, second team All Big Ten at Iowa, averaged 14 points and 5 assists for the Hawkeyes last year.
Let's put those 14 points into perspective. 14 points and dished out 182 assists in the season.
That's a lot of the offense.
Mizzou Athletics would like to thank its premier partners, MU Healthcare and Shelter Insurance. Perkins misses the first free throw. Tigers also brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsors of Mizzou Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. 41-31, the Missouri lead with 17:21 to play. Opening night at Mizzou Arena after Missouri started the season for the first time in 21 years on the road. A loss to Memphis on Monday. Johnson into the backcourt, hip to the side of the defender. Robinson outside for Harris. Comes to the right side of the court. Right corner, Dockery, catch and shoot three. Missed it. Tipped by Bates off the side of the backboard and got it back. Outlet Bates to Perkins. Bounce it ahead. Bad pass. Taken by Johnson. 3-on-1 the other way. Johnson to Gill, right side of the basket. Partially blocked. Tipped up. No good. Rebound Shaw. Shaw puts it on the deck to Perkins. To Gray in front of the pack. To the rim. And he almost pulled it down.
And he's very capable of pulling it down, as big and strong as he is, Josh Gray.
7 foot, 260-pound senior from Brooklyn, driving Johnson, an air ball. Gets it back left side of the basket. Dockery sends it outside. Now Harris top of the key. Here comes a three that splashes home. 44-34 with 16:29 to play. Another late closeout by Missouri. After pretty good ball movement by Howard. Cutting Robinson, gets right side of the lane to the block. Hanging, scoops it one hand up and in.
Anthony Robinson continues to give Missouri good minutes. He's such a key part of this team. You see it early and expect it now throughout this season.
Johnson working against A-Rob. Comes into the front court. Bounce it middle of the floor. Handling it, Harris hands it outside. Dockery not afraid of a shot. Throws it left wing. Harris catch and shoot three on the way. Missed it. Rebound Perkins of Missouri. Tigers lead by 12. Right to left. Throw it ahead to Shaw. Left wing now Robinson. Left baseline. Comes under the basket. Right corner Bates. Catch and shoot three. Missed it. Rebound Gray on the weak side. Tipped it right to a defender. Dockery 2-on-1 the other way against Perkins. Scoops it left hand around the rim and in. Robinson on the right side for Missouri in the front court. Slows the pace and backs it out towards half court. Perkins top of the key. Toe raise three. Missed it. Rebound Bates off of his knee, off of his foot, and out of bounds back to Howard. Takes us to the under 16 timeout. Mizzou by 10 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundled today at Progressive.com. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
At MediaCom, we believe no matter where you live or work, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we're one of the first in the nation to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we invest billions of dollars into our network. And it's why you can always count on MediaCom to deliver 99.99% network reliability. The fact is, it doesn't matter where you are. With MediaCom, you're always moving forward. Network reliability based on the 2022 MediaCom Executive Summary Outage Exception Report.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Mizzou leads by 10, 15:25 to play against the Boston of Howard in the first ever meeting between the two schools. Missouri hosts Eastern Washington. Remember that Eastern Washington team that gave some people some fits, including Kansas in the NCAA tournament a couple years ago. Then those two brothers transferred to Oklahoma. Eastern Washington, who I think was up by maybe 20 at Colorado earlier this week before losing, comes to town on Monday.
Well, you got to be ready for any and every opponent. Missouri learned that the hard way last season against Jackson State in that early loss.
Stewart in, gets it into Harper. He leaves it for Strong, who's back in. He'll work against Robinson as he comes left to right, probing into the front court. Towards the right wing, motors towards the right baseline, cut off short corner. Ball knocked out of bounds. The last touch by Robinson. If you were weak with the ball, careless with the ball, Anthony Robinson's going to get a hand on it.
37 steals a year ago to lead Missouri in that category his freshman season.
Koji inbound, looking, gets it in the right corner, taken by Dockery. Right wing, brings it outside now between the circles. Missouri leads 46-36. 15:05 to play here in the ball game. Left wing, Strong, catch and shoot three. Missed it, flying in. Harper on the weak side. Tried to go up, lost it, got fouled. Shaw was there, Allen was there. It's going to go against Marcus Allen, the freshman from Miami. Marcus Allen picks up the personal foul. That'll be his second.
Well, Missouri fans will get to learn these new players here really in the next few weeks. This is the first of 10 consecutive home games through November and December, and a lot of opportunities perhaps for these youngsters and all the newcomers.
Harper knocks down the free throw. The lead is 9 with 15 minutes to play. Second free throw also just over the front of the rim, and it dropped through. 8-point Mizzou lead in the backcourt. Marquez Warwick, who comes in, handling the ball. Comes into the front court, left of the logo. Right-hand dribble, right side of the key, back to the basket, facing up Shaw now. Hands it outside, Bates. Bates curls it, gets to the left side of the lane, into the paint, to the rim, lays it up and in.
Those long strides of Tamar Bates. He doesn't need many steps to get to the basket. Went right around that defender.
Handling the ball in the backcourt, now to the front court. Dockery chased by Warwick over on the left sideline. Comes back towards the middle of the floor. Handling the ball, threw it on the right wing to Stewart. Deflected out of bounds by Missouri. And I'd love to know the number of deflections right now.
I mean, it's got to be up near 20, don't you think?
I mean, if Jeremy Washington would just pick out a piece of paper and a pencil and just start, keeping track, right? what else does he have to do, right?
Absolutely. Mike and I are very busy here, Jeremy.
I mean, I remember when men were men and they had to mark down highlights with the old recording machine. Harper from a right side missed it. Rebound pulled down Robinson. Here comes Missouri 3-on-1. Right side for Bates. Alley-oop for Shaw for the flush.
Really nice by Bates. Good vision to see his teammate up ahead for the high percentage shot.
First field goal for Aiden Shaw, 50-38. Ball poked away from Dockery, goes right to Okogie on the right wing, back to Dockery, right side of the key. Less than 14 to play. Stewart hands it back to Dockery, top of the key, Strong, reverse to left side, Harper, left corner, Okogie, goes baseline, cut off by Allen. Shot clock at 8, in the paint for the cutter, Strong, lost it off his hands, out of bounds and back to Missouri.
Well, that looks pretty good for a while for Howard. They zipped the ball around the horn, one side to the other, got a pass toward the lane, but it was too hot to handle in the end.
Into the front court comes Robinson on the left side of the logo. Sends it right side of the key. Shaw faces up, guarded by Stewart. Palms it with the right hand. Now puts it on the deck with the right hand. Try to push off. On the right wing, trying to back him down. Right side of the lane. Turns back to the right block. Jump hook good. Just overpowered Miles Stewart. Aiden Shaw with another field goal. First the dunk, now the jump hook, and Missouri leads by 14. Into the front court. Right side. Knocking down the three. Joshua Strong. But away from the ball, a foul called. Did it happen before the shot was taken? Todd Austin, I think, may look at it. They're going to review it with 13:19 to play. First review of the game.
That's why it's moved rather quickly and been somewhat enjoyable, at least for one of us here at the table.
Remember our boy Steve Camden, though? He'd be sitting over there running the board. He'd have the little mini disc player, and it had like 100 different lines, and he's tracking highlights, you know, when men were men. First review with 13 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Central Bank's your hometown bank. It's the only place for Tiger checking. Open it today, www.tigerchecking.com.
I'll keep track of the reviews because there's only been one so far. I got that handled. You know, Missouri shot just 1 of 14 from the arc, but to show you how effective they've been otherwise, 16 of 21 beneath the arc. So there really shouldn't be much urgency to shoot those three-pointers tonight. I mean, you'll need them throughout the season, but here tonight, they're getting about anything they want when they stay inside, beneath the arc, around the lane. Points in the paint have just been huge, 26-12 for Missouri coming into this segment of play out of that last time out. But 1 of 14 from three-point range, but overall 17 of 35. So that's, again, 16 of 21 from the floor otherwise.
There was a guy that used to patrol these sidelines. he followed a guy named Norton Stewart. His name was Quinn Snyder. I think he's now with the Atlanta Hawks. Mm-hmm. He used to say about the three-point shot, boys, it's fool's gold.
Yeah, and another line that I think works with that so often is you live by the three, but you often can die by the three as well. You can die a lot of deaths by that shot.
Hey, don't forget, next Tuesday we'll be at Bud's Classic Barbecue for Tiger Talk with Eli Drinkwitz. Bud's Classic Barbecue on 9th Street, across from the J School in downtown Columbia.
Coach
my man
Drink.
Jason
I saw
Bud's,
him. He's here.
Over on the baseline.
Yeah, on the baseline.
A-Rob picks up a personal foul. So Robinson picks up the foul, his third. Perkins in, Robinson sits down. The lead is 14 with 13:19 to play. Baseline right to inbound at Jaron Johnson for Howard. Marcus Allen guards the ball. Haven't seen Mark Mitchell for a while. Left side blocked on the attempted three. Bates swats it out of bounds as Joshua Strong tried to throw up a three from the left corner.
Good defense by Missouri, and Bates, one of the leaders on the team this season. Tomorrow's a captain along with Caleb Grill and the walk-on transfer Jeremy Sanchez, the three Mizzou captains.
Sanchez, a guy who was at Cleveland State with Coach Gates when he was there, brought in for some culture and character. And really a good young man.
He's fun to talk to.
Trying to back down as Harris sends it over in the right wing. Here comes a catch and shoot three, knocked down by Strong with less than 13 minutes to play to cut the lead to 11. Tripping over half court, coming down court was Okogie. Gets up, Missouri with the ball. 52-41, the Tiger lead. Perkins, tip of the logo. Right side away from the arc for Aiden Shaw. Shaw looks inside, guarded by Harris. Now left-hand dribble, flip it to Perkins. Shot clock 14, Perkins top of the key. Left wing Warwick, catch and shoot three on the way. In and out, rebound pulled down by Dylan Harper. Left to right, Jaron Johnson for Howard into the front court. They trail by 11 with 12.5 to go. Johnson left side of the key. Bounces it to Harris, left wing, guarded by Shaw. Skip pass intercepted by Warwick as he tried to get it to Strong. Throw it ahead to Bates into the front court. Bates gets to the left side and he gets tripped. A blocking foul called against Okogie. Bates went down hard on the baseline to our left with 12:12 to play. He'll step to the free throw line. McBride Homes, Missouri's largest home builder, proud to be the title sponsor of this year's bragging rights game. Visit McBrideHomes.com to learn about their 40 communities across the metropolitan St. Louis area.
So one team here, Howard, has made 8 3-pointers, 8 of 16. The other team, Missouri, just 1 of 15 from the arc. But Missouri's been to the free throw line 20 times, canning 17 of those attempts. Howard just to the line 6 times, hitting 5.
6.7% the shooting percentage from three for Missouri in this game. Free throw from Bates, good. Lead is back to 12. With 12:12 to play.
And 13's been the biggest lead. Missouri's led the entire way, but still not quite as comfortable as they might like to be.
Building's kind of filled in nicely since we tipped things off.
A lot of folks here will be outdoors at this time tomorrow night. Let's hope the rain is through.
Going to move out. I was told by the folks on television today there's no chance that we'll have rain at kickoff.
You believe those folks on TV?
Yeah, they've got a shtick.
I can tell you stories about them.
54-41. Johnson flips it right side between the circles. Strong, guarded by Warwick. Cut off on the wing, handling the ball with the left hand. Picks up the dribble. Bounce it to Harris. Right block extended, working against Bates. Harris cut off. In the paint, wide open is Harper. Puts it up, missed it, but got fouled. A little slap. Dylan Harper will step to the free throw line as the foul goes against Missouri. Tony Perkins picks up the foul. Timeout on the court. The under 12 timeout arrives. Missouri by 13 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or a new boat, or a new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
If you've recently had a life event, call me, Chris Duncan, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we'll make sure you have the coverage you need. MIZ.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers, because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
Journey plays, the people sing. Among those that found their way onto the video board during that timeout, our friend Dan Fowler.
Really?
One of the best realtors.
He's a great
Central
guy.
Missouri.
He sells a lot of homes.
11:51 to play. Missouri leads by 13. The Tigers 1 of 15 from 3. Out-rebounding Howard 24-21. Missouri out-rebounded against Memphis. Tigers with only 6 assists on 17 baskets. At 16 in the loss at Memphis.
Yeah, it's been really at times sloppy here. Not just the three-point shooting, but the lack of assist and ball movement, cohesion, togetherness. They're getting away with it certainly thus far against the Howard team. It's not quite to the level of the Memphis Tigers, who we saw just 4 nights ago.
Mark Mitchell back in along with Marcus Allen. Both of those two sporting headbands. Marquez Warwick, Tamar Bates, Tony Perkins. Dylan Harper to shoot free throws with Mizzou leading by 11. Harper makes the free throw. Blake Harper, excuse me, not Dylan.
Missouri's done a nice job on him defensively. He just had the one game to go on, but he was able to score 16 against Kansas. That was just his 4th point of the ball game here.
Makes both free throws. 54-43, 11:50 to play. Perkins into the front court for Missouri, handling the ball on the left side between the circles. Comes behind him, Mitchell. Pick gets to the right side of the lane. To the lane, missed it. Rebound pulled down. Last touch by Howard's Jaron Johnson. So Mizzou will inbound. Baseline left, 20 on the shot clock. Tony Perkins to trigger. Rob Rourke to hand it to him. Slapping the ball, holding, looking. Left wing Bates, catch and shoot 3 off the inbound. Good. He's made a pair of threes. The only 2 threes that Missouri's made in 16 attempts. The lead goes to 16, the largest of the game for Mizzou. Jacob Cruz to come in for the first time. Next dead ball. Handling the ball, Johnson, left of the logo now for Okogie to the left side. Bounce it on the sideline, caught by Harper. Bounce it in. Left block extended, Harris. Guarded by him, Allen. Faces up, a little rip-through move. Now on a cut for Okogie. Head and shoulder fake, lays it up, danced out. Rebound poked out of bounds. Last touch by Howard. Missouri gets the ball back. 11:03 to play as Cruz comes in for the first time. He replaces Marcus Allen. Cruz played 2 minutes in the game at Memphis. Had 1 rebound and 1 turnover. Transfer from Tennessee, Martin. Handling the ball, Perkins for Missouri. Cruz with an illegal pick. Or Bates with an illegal pick picks up the foul.
Rob Rourke right in front of us tells Coach Gates, I saw a push. Gates didn't like the call, but you know who's going to win that discussion.
57-43 is the Missouri lead. Howard with the ball. Less than 11 minutes to play. Left side, Johnson. Johnson crossover, drives against Perkins to the left block, cut off. Throws it outside for Harper, left elbow. Turns back middle against Mitchell. Now towards the baseline, cut off. Step back 10-footer, good. Just kept working until they found an opening. Blake Harper knocks down the shot. Cruz back to Warwick, tip of the logo. Sends it on the left side, Mark Mitchell. Guarded by Harris. On a cut for Cruz to the left block. Turns baseline, leans in, can't get off the shot. Now turns and just forces it up, missed it badly off the rim. The rebound pulled down by Gill. Gill handling the ball. 12-point Missouri lead, almost halfway through the second half. Right side handling the ball. Coming to the right wing is Gill, trying to post up Harper. Missed him, now pivots, bounce it outside, taken by Harris. Just inside of half court. Sends it left sideline, Dockery, shot clock at 10. Dockery drives, puts a teardrop off the glass, missed it. Tipped out for Harper. Shot clock resets with less than 10 to play. Harper left side driving is Johnson at the elbow, sends it right corner. Harris catches. Harris guarded by Warwick. Shot clock at 10, driving baseline, gets into the paint. Throws it wildly off the glass to Mark Mitchell of Missouri. Tigers with the ball, 9.5 to play. Warwick on the left wing, guarded by Harris, drives baseline, cut off. Left wing Cruz, catch and shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Gill. Pushes in transition, middle floor around Cruz to the rim. Hanging, banks it home.
You know, it's a 10-point game, 9 minutes to go. I'm not saying Howard's going to come back, but they're in the neighborhood, and Coach Gates thinking the same thing. Grabs a timeout and gets his team's attention.
Timeout on the court, 9:10 to play. 10-point game. Cruz takes a bad shot on one end, gives up a layup on the other. Back after this on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger checking card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
Today's game is brought to you by the Progressive Keys to Progress program, providing cars to veterans in need. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
Come on. That was me, a proper internet troll, finally having enough, all because of slow, spotty internet. We've all been there. So switch to Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Its ultra-fast fiber and wall-to-wall Wi-Fi coverage have me throwing out likes and hearts like confetti at a parade. I love parades. Who knew?
Brightspeed Fiber Internet. Switch to the bright side at brightspeed.com/today. Limited availability in select areas.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox from the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
Mike Kelly at Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Jeremy Washington, courtside our engineer. Dylan Riggs running the show back at Learfield's World Headquarters in the city of Jefferson in the great state of Missouri. Hey, be sure to subscribe to the Inside Mizzou Athletics podcast presented by Shelter Insurance. You can also get into podcasts by listening to the Stories Tellers podcast or also Tiger Style about Mizzou wrestling. Wherever you get your favorite podcast from.
One of the hottest Tiger teams now is the volleyball team.
Dawn Sullivan, you know what helped fuel this little run? Her appearance on Tiger Talk at Buzz Classic Barbecue on 9th Street in downtown Columbia.
Hey, whatever it takes. But how about 8 matches in a row they've won, including over defending national champion Texas in Austin, and they're home tomorrow against South Carolina at the Hearn Center.
Are we talking about back-to-back SEC Coach of the Year?
Could be. And, of course, the Krecklos won 2 SEC titles, the only 2-team SEC titles Missouri has. So volleyball is really one of these sports in terms of that success.
Robinson inbound left sideline in front of us. Throws it up. Leaping grab. Mitchell middle of the floor. Hands to Robinson. Curls it to the right side. Left side Cruz. Left wing now for Warwick. Skip past right wing. Warwick takes it from Bates. Right block now for Missouri's Mitchell. Trying to drive Harris. Gets right side of the lane. Outside Warwick. Left side of the key. Wide left on the 3. Rebound dances around. Controlled by Gill after it deflected off a player. Throw it ahead to Harper in the front court. Harper working against Cruz, who runs away from him, leaves him wide open for a 3. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Mitchell. Robinson, left side, Bates. Wide open 3, launches and misses. Rebound pulled down by Harris. Outlet to Johnson, 2-on-1 the other way. Layup for Dockery, dances out. Rebound fought for, run down by Bates. Missouri. Bates spinning on the sideline into the front court. Around a defender, Johnson to the left block. Right corner, Cruz in open 3, launches and misses. Rebound tipped by Dockery, controlled by Dockery. Dockery with only Robinson back, slows the pace, flip it to Harper. Harper gets into the paint, dumps it on the right side. Harris slams it down, and it's an 8-point game.
And look at the Howard bench, Mike, to the right. The coaches up, 3 of them on their feet, directing that they are really in this game. They believe that now.
Missouri keeps casting threes, now 2 of 20. The lead that was 16 is down to 8. Little 6-0 run over the last 2:27 for the Bison. Mitchell left side of the key. To the top of the key, flip it outside Warwick. Gets to the left elbow into the paint between 2 defenders, off the glass and in.
That was a nice job of splitting the defense, getting to the rim, not settling for a 3. Warwick can score not just beyond the arc, but at the rim.
Next dead ball, the under 8 timeout. Johnson, right side between the circles, just inside of half court, guarded by Warwick of Missouri. Drop it between the legs. Gets a right wing. Delivers on the wing for Dockery. Splashes home a 3, and it's a 7-point game. Kenny Blakey takes a timeout. The under 8 timeout arrives. Missouri clinging to a 7-point lead. 59-52 on the Central Bank Tiger Network. From Learfield.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your #1 priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
So this is kind of personal, but the girl that I was with just randomly stopped talking to me. I had no idea why, and I just found out she was pregnant. Luckily, she found resources that helped her keep her apartment and helped make sure her bills got paid. If she hadn't found help, I might not have gotten a chance to be a father to my son. If you or someone you know is facing an unexpected pregnancy, there are resources for you to achieve your dreams and be a parent. Brought to you by Vitae Foundation.
(59-52) is the Missouri lead with 7 minutes and 18 seconds to play here at Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Football tomorrow night, 6:45 the kickoff. 4:45 our coverage here on the Central Bank Tiger Network. Mizzou and Oklahoma at sold out for O'Field here in Columbia. Or just across the street, I should say. Just down the hill. Take a little right.
That will be an interesting game, wouldn't it? I mean, all games are interesting, but this one with two teams really hungry for a win, hungry for some points on the scoreboard. Oklahoma averaging 13 points per game in conference play. Missouri averaging 15 points per game in conference play. Of course, may not have the starting quarterback, Brady Cook. Everybody wondering about his status.
For you right now.
And we look at the report
Brady
tonight.
Cook is listed as out.
Yeah.
So Brady Cook will not play tomorrow as Missouri takes on OU. It'll be Drew Pine taking over at quarterback. Missouri has yet to score a touchdown in the first half of an SEC game.
And Oklahoma's defense is good. I mean, they have struggled mightily offensively, but that is a real big boy defense they have. And Drew Pine with just those 3 interceptions against Alabama. So, yeah, that's a good call on the injury report just released tonight since this game started, because it wasn't updated at 7 when they tipped off.
Better be able to run the football tomorrow.
It's a different, looked like a much different team when Brady. We'll see what folks, how much they miss Brady Cook tomorrow. Hopefully Drew steps in and does the job.
Hayden Shaw moving right now left, gets it into Perkins. Little token full court pressure, 7-point game with 7:14 to play. Robinson guarded by Dockery comes into the front court. Sends it on the left wing. Perkins guarded by Jaron Johnson. Howard's got to believe they can win this game. Down by as many as 16, cut it to 7, and feeling some life. Robinson on the right side, top of the key, free throw line. Spins back middle, forces, knocks it down, a little jump hook. Robinson connects. Missouri's lead is now 9.
For a sophomore, he looks in control, doesn't he? On the offensive end, he really plays, quote-unquote, within himself, doesn't force things.
Jaron Johnson just inside a half court, guarded by Tony Perkins. Right side of the court, now comes back to the left side along the three-point line. Looking for movement away, gets it to Harper on the wing. Harper looks inside, holds it high above his head. Young freshman, top of the key for Gill. 8 on the shot clock, gets into the paint around Perkins, drops in the teardrop, and the lead gets cut to 7. Robinson in the front court for Missouri. Top of the key, alley-oop for Shaw, threw it away. Good defense by Harper to recognize the cut by Shaw and just put a body on him. Wouldn't allow him to get to the ball.
And now Missouri's got to be good at the defensive end, because this team's made 9 of 18 threes, and they're within 7 points.
Missouri, meanwhile, 2 of 20 from 3. On the right side, Dockery behind a Gill pick. Fans outside, guarded by Bates. Dockery left between the circles. Harper now left wing for Johnson. Johnson, top of the key for Gill. in the paint, caught by Harper. Contact, missed it, went up and got it back, had it tipped away by Robinson, picked up by Mitchell. Allen to Robinson in transition. Ant, left corner for Bates. Bates with less than 6 to play. Missouri leading by 7. Mitchell top of the key. Offensive foul pushed off with the left hand in front of God and everybody. Picks up the personal foul.
In front of God and the rest of us. And the rest of us, at least you and me, both made the calls ourselves, didn't we? We've seen it too much.
And I love Mark Mitchell, but how can you turn around and even question that?
Yeah, you're right. We love the kid, yet we're both over here extending our left arms like officials. It was so obvious. We need to watch ourselves, I guess.
Josh Gray comes in, replacing whom? Tamar Bates. It's a 7-point Mizzou lead with 5:42 to play. Left to right in the front court comes Johnson. Missouri goes 2-3 zone, which was very effective in the first half against Memphis.
Sure was.
Gill left side for Harper. Harper ball fake, looks left wing. Johnson tried to jump up, double dribbled, walk with the ball. Jumped up, defended by Marcus Allen, came back down with it.
Well, Allen's a kid, again, new on campus from the state of Florida out of high school, who can be a good defender. Coach Gates has said that he really thinks with his length and athleticism, he can earn himself some time with his defensive abilities.
Remember, we had his coach on during the season last year. And he talked about just what a dominant defender he was at the high school level. Missouri with the ball, leading by 7. Robinson takes the inbounds pass. 5:25 to play. Into the front court comes Robinson. Left of the logo, handling the ball, throws it left side. Perkins away from the arc. Perkins gets a screen from Gray to the top of the key. Lever Robinson right wing. Robinson holds it. Behind a Gray pick to the top of the key. Inside the arc. Now right wing Perkins. 10 on the shot clock. Outside for Robinson. Robinson handling the ball. Drives left side of the lane. Kicks it left baseline. Shaw jump hook. Missed it badly. Rebound off the rim and a foul on Shaw as he fouls Harper. You look at this lineup, and the one problem with this lineup with Gray, Allen, Robinson, Perkins, and Shaw, limited scoring out there. Really only Robinson to score.
Right. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because Gates wants a strong defense out there, obviously, when you talk about guys like Robinson, Allen, who we just mentioned. Now big Josh Gray comes back as the rim protector, but you're right, they're struggling on the offensive end.
Perkins comes out, and here comes War again. Again, a 3-possession game, 61-54. With the ball deflected by Robinson, picked up by Dockery in the backcourt, but it was deflected. Gill, right side, right corner, wide open. Dockery knocks down the 3, and like that, Howard celebrating to our right. They've cut the lead to 4, 61-57 with 4.5 to play.
As close as they've been since early in the first half.
Right elbow facing up is Gray. Gray holds it. Robinson on the right wing. Robinson looks inside. Jab step, shot clock at 15. Left-hand drive, left side of the key, Shaw. Drives it, jump stop, throw it outside for Allen. Allen, right-hand drive in the paint, turns left side of the lane, put it up left hand, dances home. Marcus Allen with his first collegiate basket gives Missouri a 6-point lead with 4:09 to play. Back to the 2-3 zone. Right side, Johnson. Left side, Gill. Gill comes towards the left wing, now back towards the top of the key. Shot clock at 13, leaves it for Harper. Harper with 10 on the shot clock, middle of the floor. Harper picks up the dribble. Left elbow, Harris wide open, puts up a little toe raise 16-footer. Splashes home on a late closeout by Missouri. 63-59, 3:40 to play. 2-possession game. Robinson motors to the left block. Now comes under the basket, and he's fouled on a reach by Johnson. Jaron Johnson picks up the personal foul, takes us to the under 4. Timeout on the court, Missouri 63. Howard 59 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
It's time to play Walk the Plank. True or false? Real wood floors can last hundreds of years.
False.
No, that's true. Laminates fumble fast. True or false? Homes with real wood floors sell much faster than homes with fake wood flooring. True. True or false? Bamboo's a good choice for flooring. True. False. Bamboo's a grass. Keep turf on the field, not on your floors. Visit choosewood.com for more truth about trees.
Hey, fans, remember, stick around. Socket Fiber postgame show on the Central Bank Tiger Network. Also, the wrap-up show. Matt Michaels will have it. Coach David Nutt will be with Matt Michaels after every home game this season. Two-possession game, 63-59. Missouri leading the Howard Bison.
Well, again, some of the shooting numbers that stand out. Missouri 19 of 22 at the line. Obviously, that's really good. Howard 7 of 8. But the difference is Howard from the arc 10 of 19, while the Tigers are 2 for 20. And that is the difference maker, at least in terms of Howard being very much in striking range here. Mike down 4 points with 3:34 to go.
Mitchell and Bates each with 14. Bates now with 7 consecutive games dating back to last season, where he's been in double figures. 14 points tonight, but again, a 4-point Mizzou lead with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to play.
And it looks very much like a work in progress for Mizzou, because it is. Game number 2. All these newcomers, as highly regarded as they are from either other programs as transfers or from the high school level. Missouri top 15 nationally, if you believe the recruiting services and the transfer rating services. But it doesn't just happen. It takes time. And it's taking time, we can see already.
By the way, Tiger Talk this Tuesday will not be at Buns. It'll be at the Columns Club at Mizzou at Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium. It's part of the Taste of the Tiger event. Chris Trevino always likes to go and support the food bank.
I do.
Gets a chance to dine on many different specialties as you see the different restaurants in town that help support that event.
And I will. It's the least I can do.
I know. I work and you eat.
You and Gina Trevino at the food bank. A lot of work you've put in.
Your wife does a spectacular job. Inbound pass left side. Bates almost lost it out of bounds. Bates pivots, puts it on the deck, comes outside, guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 15. Missouri clinging to a 4-point lead. Robinson, tip of the logo, now left side Bates. Drives towards the baseline, cut off. 9 on the shot clock. Bates trying to work against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Splits 2 defenders, gets into the paint, bounces on the baseline. Allen lays it up and in on a nice feed from Bates. Yeah. 6-point Missouri lead.
Bates the scorer with some nice assist work there, and Allen with a couple of really key baskets.
Ball stolen by Robinson. Runs it down at the free throw line in the front court. Spins right side of the basket. Put it up and in. And got fouled by Dockery. Ant with active hands. Quick feet. Strong enough to finish. And got fouled.
And I'm not saying he's there yet or now, but if that kid's not a future leader of this team, when he's just a sophomore, I'm not saying he's the guy now, but what a key figure he is, and what a good guy to have lead your team. 109 wins, 25 losses at Florida State University High School. We mentioned it last year. Merely the all-time winningest high school player in Florida State history. There have been a few people in that state play high school ball.
Played for the Heisman Trophy winner, Charlie Ward. Free throw from Robinson. 10 points, double figures in back-to-back games. Career high 16 in the loss at Memphis. Inbounds pass, curling into the front court. Gill comes around Allen to the right wing. Mitchell to come in next at ball. Missouri leads by 9. Gill, left side of the lane, turns back middle. Jump hook misses. Rebound, Josh Gray. Gray corralled it with 2 hands. Outlet to Marcus Allen. Comes in the front court, leaves it to Robinson. 2:40 to play. Missouri with a 9-point lead. Robinson, hesitation dribble. Right wing, lobs it inside for Gray. Put it up left hand, missed it, but he'll step to the free throw line. With 2:35 to play.
But that's great recognition by Robinson, and he was excited about his own play there, pumping his fist and letting out a yell as he got the ball inside. Makes sense to the biggest guy on the floor, who's got his head just underneath the basket at the rim. A high percentage play, didn't make it, but free throws here.
Harris picks up his 4th. So Josh Gray, the Brooklyn, New York native, at the free throw line. Misses the first. Started his career at LSU, then went to South Carolina. Now at Mizzou. Strong in. Gill sits down. Fourth personal foul, by the way, against Harris. Missouri with a 68-59 lead with 2:35 to play. Next free throw, good. Mitchell in, replacing Josh Gray. So a 10-point Mizzou lead. Little full court pressure. Inbounds pass. Dockery gets it back. Johnson, left to right, comes into the front court. Johnson handling the ball just inside of half court. Left side for Harper. Harper drives with the right hand to the left elbow. Left side of the lane, puts up a jump hook. Missed it. Rebound Allen. Good defense by Marcus Allen.
He's been key here, hasn't he, down the stretch? Both ends.
Robinson, left side between the circles, guarded by Harper. Robinson handling the ball. 2:10 to play. Missouri by 10. Robinson to the right side. Step back three from the right wing. Missed it. Rebound Mitchell underneath, got fouled. So Mark Mitchell's going to shoot free throws with 2:03 to play. Dating back to last season, this is a Missouri program that's lost 20 consecutive games. Last win was in December the 30th of last year, beating Central Arkansas. 319 days on the calendar since then.
But who's counting? Of course, we missed that one. We missed that win because we were with
313
football.
days, excuse me.
Oh, good. That makes a big difference.
We were on our way back from the Cotton Bowl. Mitchell makes the free throw.
But the one we saw was against Wichita State in early December was a win. Then they had the one more until now. It has been a minute, as they say.
Mitchell's next free throw. Mark, 8 for 8 tonight from the foul line. Mitchell's got 16 and Missouri leads it by 12. Full court pressure. 2:03 to play. Dockery leaves the ball for Johnson. Left to right, coming into the front court is Jaron Johnson for the Howard Bison. Top of the key, Harris, guarded by Shaw to the left side of the court. Tried to hand it off, deflected by Shaw. Robinson tries to tie up the offensive player Johnson, and he does with 1:47 to play. Alternating possession gives it to Mizzou.
Well, the Tigers with this late surge going to get out of here with a victory, but so many things to work on as they navigate their way through these first few ball games.
A coach is going to come in for Kenny Blakey, replacing Harris with 1:47 to play. An 8-0 Missouri run over the last 1:30 has stretched out what was a 4-point game. Tigers by 12. Mitchell on the sideline in the backcourt on the right side of the court. Holding, looking. Bounces it into Robinson, shadowed by Strong. Robinson will handle the ball, 1:40 to play. Missouri's going to go to 1-1 on the season. With Eastern Washington coming to town on Monday. Robinson, tip of the logo. Free throw line for Mitchell. Left wing, Bates, wide open three. Knocked it down. Missouri's third three of the game in 22 attempts. And the Tigers lead 74-59 with 1:20 to play. Johnson deflected by Bates, right back to Johnson. Drives, gets left side of the lane, jumps up, throws in the paint. Picked up off the deflection, off the hands by Marcus Allen. Leaves for Robinson. Just over a minute to play. Robinson into the front court for Missouri, who leads by 15. Robinson right of the logo. Left side of the key, Mitchell drives right hand to the right side of the lane, and an offensive foul, pushing off with the weak hand. Right call by Rob Rourke. Dribbling with the right, pushing off with the left, and picked up the personal foul.
Well, Missouri's last basket from three-point range, and they're easy to notice because they've been so few and far between tonight. But if that's not the way to do it and draw it up, switch the ball from one side of the floor to the other. Went to Mitchell from the right into the lane, then out left to Bates. For the look, the defense just can't keep up with that basketball moving so quickly from side to side.
Harris inbounds to Strong, left to right in the front court, 53 seconds to play, 74-59 Missouri. Strong fans outside, picks up the dribble. Right side of the key for Harris. Harris drives to the right wing, leaves it outside. Driving baseline is Dockery in the paint for the cutter. Harris shuffled his puppies, but got fouled in the process with 39.4 to play. Foul goes against Marcus Allen.
Well, they may have missed that one, the travel there at the end, and Coach Gacy didn't stop coaching. Part of that is voicing his opinion to these officials, even with just 39 seconds left. We saw it pretty clearly from our vantage point. These guys have done
a terrific job,
well,
though.
They're good, aren't they? When I first saw the sheet, honestly, I thought, wow, we got a really good officiating crew for an early season game against a small school. But Todd Austin, Rob Rourke, you talk about two young rising officials in the game, and we see them all, don't we? And then Patrick Evans as well. They'll all be part of the NCAA tournament officiating roster come the end of the year.
Sorry about that. Perkins and Warwick are going to come in. 39.4 seconds to play. Marcus Allen sits down. His first collegiate game, 2 of 3 from the field. Finishes with 4 points. Harris's free throw after missing the first makes the second, cuts the lead to 14. So an 11-1 Missouri run over the course of the last 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Timeout of the court. Tigers lead by 14. Look at some of the numbers. Tamar Bates has played 27 minutes. Boateng 9 minutes. Perkins 24 minutes. 28 for Mark Mitchell. 13 for Josh Gray. 23 for Robinson. 14 for Aiden Shaw. Meanwhile, Caleb Grill has played 14 minutes. Jacob Cruz just 4. $17 points for Tamar Bates, 16 for Mark Mitchell, 10 for Anthony Robinson.
So 6:45 kickoff tomorrow. We're on the air at 4:45.
4:45.
2 hours before kickoff. 45 start. That's not really common over the years, but new this year to the games at night.
Ask Matt Michaels about it. He can give you the long definition about why we start at 4:45. Moving to his right, bouncing into Robinson, fouled promptly with 38.6 seconds to play. Matt will be here for the wrap-up show, and after every Mizzou game, he will visit with a special assistant to the head coach, David Nutt, who will join us at halftime of every game to give us his thoughts on the first half.
Yeah, he said the Tigers would shoot it better in second half, and for a while it looked like that was wishful thinking, but they made some big shots down the stretch and a couple of three-pointers added after just one at the buzzer to end the first.
Tigers 3 of 22 from 3.
Yeah, so not much better, but they did make a couple, and one was the big one here just a moment ago by Bates.
Who's 3 of 7 from 3. Robinson at the free throw line. Ant with 10. And now with 11.
So you look at those numbers. Bates is 3 of 7. The rest of the team 0 for 15 from the arc.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go there, but that's good math. I'm just not quick enough to figure the rest of that out.
I'm just illustrating it to show people how accurate you are.
Next one, good.
That's what I do, attempt to do. Add a little color to the procedure here.
Into the front court from left to right. Johnson throws it ahead to Harper, faces up. Drives against Allen, gets to the right block, blocked away by Robinson, who came over from the weak side. Tigers can just dribble it out. Robinson just inside of half court. Fouled. Mr. Johnson, what are you thinking, son? Fouls out of the game.
You said, what are you thinking? One of our friends in the front row said, what are you doing? And points made from folks on this side of the floor.
22 seconds to play. Free throws coming up for Anthony Robinson. He's 4 of 4 from the foul line, 12 points in 23 minutes of action. He's got 2 rebounds, 1 assist.
Coach, we didn't put them in.
3 steals.
Starbucks did not put them in.
So Anthony Robinson, Dennis Gates trying to see which one of the walk-ons are in the scoreboard, because in the scorebook, because he'd like to get them in, but apparently they are not in the scorebook.
Right.
Danny Stevens, J.V. Brown, and the aforementioned Jeremy Sanchez.
18 players on the roster, 15 eligible each game, my understanding.
We've looked it up. You can have 17 in there.
17 can be in the book.
J.V. Brown is one of the guys who's going to get a chance to come in.
And
young man from
17.
Los Angeles. Robinson's free throw misses. 21 seconds to go. And misses the free throw, maybe keeping JV out of the game. Into the front court comes Okogie on the right side. Around Shaw to the baseline. In the paint, flushing it home is Robbins, who came in. Timeout taken by Missouri to get JV Brown in.
JV switched his number to 17 this season. I asked him why. He said a big fan of J.J. Redick, and his dad was a big fan of Chris Mullen. And I said, did you see him play? He goes, I've seen videos of him.
You know what they used to say about Chris? They used to say Mo was busting chops when he would throw down shots with that left hand, playing at St. John's back in the day. J.V. Brown handling the ball on the right side, and they say don't shoot it. He won't. And Missouri wins. For the first time in 313 days, Missouri snaps a 20-game skid dating back to last season. Tigers get in the win column, game number 2 this season, knocking off the Bison from Howard. 77-62 on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
At MU Healthcare, our sports medicine team knows what it takes to compete because we're competitors too. Upping our game day in and day out to be the best doctors for Mid-Missouri athletes. Whether that's competing to be one of 11 orthopedic centers of excellence in the country or cheering alongside the Mizzou Tigers as their team physicians, we've got everything athletes need to be and stay at their best. MUHealth.org/sportsmedexperts. Because we're competitors too.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Listening to your favorite basketball team battle it out on the hardwood court. When it comes to performance, teams demand the quality of real American wood floors, and you should too. But not just wood floors, real wood cabinets, millwork, even real wood furniture. Beautiful, durable, and timeless. Real wood is always the right choice. Learn more by visiting choosewood.com.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletic season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, Mizzou Basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy, and by IBEW Nika, on time and on budget. That's what you hear from Union Electrical Contractors. This is the Socket Fiber Postgame Show.
77-62 is the final. Missouri beats the Bison of Howard in the first ever meeting between the two schools. Time now for the Socket Fiber Speed Breakdown presented by Socket Fiber. Chris Trevino, 30 seconds. What's your takeaway from tonight's game?
Well, it was sloppy. Both teams need to be a lot better as the season goes on, and the numbers would bear that out. Both teams had more turnovers than assists. Howard, 17 turnovers, 14 assists. Missouri, 12 turnovers, 9 assists. We know how important that category is to Dennis Gates. He says it's the most important part of the game. But the Tigers got to the free throw line 31 times, made 26 on a night when they made just 3 3-pointers.
Still to come. We'll go through the stats. We'll hear from Coach Gates, presented by the Laborers of Missouri. Much more coming up on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Tom Kelly's carbon fiber mountain bike. Because more than riding his carbon fiber mountain bike, Tom loves telling people about his carbon fiber mountain bike. Friends, family, even a local barista knows about his carbon fiber mountain bike. And that's why Tom's carbon fiber mountain bike, if you haven't heard about it, is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber Postgame Show. This is Mizzou Basketball from Learfield.
As the parent of an athlete, you've got to give them every advantage possible. And if your child wants to play at the highest level of their sport, they should be training with two people who played at the highest level of theirs. Introducing API Project Fitness and their sports performance program. Certified in training athletes from 5 to 18 plus. API Project Fitness teaches athletes to be more explosive, more mobile, and will teach your athlete how to excel both on and off the field. Find your fire. ProjectFitnessAPI.com.
It's game day, Tigers. Score big with fast check-ins, short security lines, and nonstop flights on American Airlines right here in Columbia. Whether you're traveling for the next big game or a quick getaway, Columbia Regional Airport gets you there easier and without the drive. Take the home court advantage to the skies at flycou.com. Columbia Regional Airport. There sooner, home faster.
The Club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The Club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The Club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Black and gold season never ends at the Tiger Team Store. Gear up for game day with the largest official selection of black and gold gear and gifts. From the latest Mizzou SEC gear to everything you need for your tailgate, the Tiger Team Store is your store for all things Mizzou. The Tiger Team Store is your official store of Mizzou athletics. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. with extended hours on game day. Located at Faroe Field or at TigerTeamStore.com. It's black and gold season at the Tiger Team Store.
on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield. Mizzou Basketball has been brought to you by Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Welcome back to the Socket Fiber postgame show.
After each Tiger assist, or for each Tiger assist recorded this season, Great Southern Bank makes a $5 donation to the Columbia Public Schools Foundation. Tigers had 9 assists tonight on 24 baskets. That's $45 donated to the Columbia Public Schools Foundation, courtesy of Great Southern Bank's Assisting Education Program. Every True Tiger Brands, the official marketing and NIL agency of Mizzou Athletics. You want to make an impact for student athletes? Visit everytruetiger.org. Tigers win tonight 77-62 as they knock off the Bison from Howard. Mark Mitchell finished with 16 points and 8 rebounds. 28 minutes of action, 4 of 7 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Josh Gray played 12-38, was 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, finished with 5 points, also had 6 rebounds. 17 points for Tamar Bates in 27 minutes and 29 seconds, was 6-11 of the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, also had 4 rebounds. 5 points for Honor Boateng, who made his first collegiate appearance, and he was in the starting lineup. The young man from Little Rock played 8-36, was 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Tony Perkins in 24 minutes. 0 for 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 13 points for Anthony Robinson. Back-to-back games in double figures to open the season for Ant. Played 23 minutes, 4 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Trent Pierce played 5:38 in the first half, did not score. 4 points for Aiden Shaw. 26 minutes of action, 2 of 3 from the field, had 1 rebound. 2 points for Caleb Grill in 13 minutes of action, 0 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Marcus Allen, the freshman from Miami, made his first collegiate appearance, played 11:50 in the game, had 4 points and 2 rebounds. Marquez Warwick, 7 points in 14 minutes of action, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Jacob Cruz played 3:45, did not score. Meanwhile, J.V. Brown played 7 seconds in the game. Jacob Cruz was 0 for 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, and was -7 and plus-minus 14. Led the way for Missouri. 4 players were at plus 14. Marcus Allen, along with Aiden Shaw and Mark Mitchell. Missouri, for the game, shoots 47% from the field, 13% from 3, 3 of 22, but 84% from the free throw line. 26 of 31. Tigers' biggest lead was 17. Best scoring run was 11. Missouri, points off of turnovers, 20-5 over Howard. Points in the paint, 42-20 in favor of Missouri. Second chance points, 11-9. Fast break points, 16-4. Bench scoring, Missouri's bench outscored Howard 30-13. Tigers led by 12 at the break, outscoring Howard in the first half 40-28. They outscored him by 3 in the second half, 37-34 to win 77-62. Back after this, more of the Socket Postgame Show on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop D-O-Double G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line. Plus, 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking, like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guys.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here, so drop that jingle.
Hold your horses, Snoop D-O-double-G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence on us. Plus 4 lines for $25.
With 24 monthly bill credits, 4 eligible trade-ins, and 4 new lines with autopay. All qualified customers plus taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits and credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. $829.99. Credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence available now.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber Postgame Show. This is Mizzou Basketball from Lear Field.
The club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
From the creators of Beatbox and Peachtree Catering, check out Belly Market and Rotisserie. Enjoy lunch Monday through Saturday from 10 to 2, featuring artisanal sandwiches, soups, and rotisserie chicken platters. Or stop by for dinner Wednesday through Saturday from 4 to 9 for craft cocktails, small plates, and handsome faces. And don't forget their Saturday brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and the strongest mimosas in town. Belly Market and Rotisserie. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Eat Belly Market.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber Postgame Show.
Hey, for the best meal deal in town, visit your local Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee. For just $10, you can get the Our Burger, a drink, your choice of fries or tots. It's $10. Check out their new menu. Find out more delicious options. Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee. Tigers win tonight, 77-62 over the Bison from Howard. We'll hear from Dennis Gates coming up after this next time out on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
The club at Old Hawthorne is a terrific golf course with amazing practice facilities, which is why the Mizzou golf teams play here. Here's what you might not know. The club at Old Hawthorne is a community with a welcoming environment that's a perfect fit for an active lifestyle. Golf, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and a fitness center with classes all at one club. The club at Old Hawthorne. Visit oldhawthorne.com to learn more or schedule a tour. I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers. How much do I love Old Hawthorne? I live here.
Dear football fans, Toyota's leading the drive to victory. The Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. And the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. They've all got available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, too. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to the Socket Fiber Postgame Show.
To the final, Missouri picks up a win, goes to 1-1 on the season. Dennis Gates sitting with us courtside. Congratulations. What'd you think?
My hat's off to a championship Howard University men's basketball team, two-time conference champion. They did a great job from the beginning to the end, and strategically when you schedule, that's why we schedule these teams and great coaches like Coach B.
They cut it to 4 in the second half. You closed with a run to stretch it out.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on what allowed you to put this one away.
I think the defense, our defense allowed that to happen, whether it was at the beginning of the game when we held them to 0 points, credit to Honor Boateng, and then Marcus Allen in the second half. Our two freshmen came out, defended, did the little things that I know they could do that they've done throughout their careers. And we ended up attacking the free throw line, getting some paint touches. But our defense sealed the game, man, being able to go on an 11-0 run.
Well, Coach, I can keep my comments shorter because I was going to ask you about Marcus Allen, especially defensively. But I thought also Anthony Robinson. I mean, we're used to his defense. He's there at key stretches of the game, scored 13 again. I made the comment, I'd be shocked if he's not a leader of this team and really a face of the program moving forward, not just now, but going forward, right?
Yeah, and is doing exactly what we thought he would do. He played another 20-plus minute game, ended up getting 13 points. He drew 6 fouls, which he led our team with. Mm-hmm. He ended up getting 3 steals and 2 rebounds. I mean, the kid is a heck of a player, and he plays with an enthusiasm that's infectious to his teammates.
16 and 8 for Mark Mitchell, 4-7 from the field, but 8 of 8 from the foul line.
Which is beautiful, and that's something that I think, our last game, we came out in the second half. We wasn't able to make free throws in the tough moments, and I thought our guys focused and concentrated, and also being able to get to the line. Yes, we did not shoot a high percentage from behind the arc, but at the end of the day, what we did do is we ended up with 40 points in the paint and obviously 26 points off the free throw line, shooting 83%, which is tremendous.
Congratulations. We'll see you Monday.
Thank you, MIZ.
ZOU. That's Dennis Gates, and I'm Mike Kelly. Our thanks to Dylan Riggs running the show back at Learfield. Our courtside engineer, Mr. Jeremy Washington. For Chris Gervino, I'm Mike Kelly. Final score 77-62. Don't forget, Mizzou football comes your way tomorrow, 4:45 here on the Central Bank Tiger Network. It's the Tigers take on Oklahoma without Brady Cook. Drew Pine will be a quarterback, and we'll look forward to having you with us tomorrow night. Stick around. The wrap-up show with Matt Michaels and special assistant to the head coach David Nutt coming up next on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Socket Fiber Postgame Show. Mizzou Basketball has been brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Buckle up, sober up, slow down, and put your phones down. Show me zero. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Central Bank Tiger Network.
Cheer on Mizzou men's basketball with Center for Human Services, your proud accessibility partner. We're excited to provide sensory support at every home game this season. If you or someone you know experiences overstimulation, stop by Guest Services near the team store for a sensory kit including noise-canceling headphones and a sensory item. Together, we're creating a game day experience for everyone. Learn more at chs-mo.org. Center for Human Services, helping individuals across Missouri live life beyond limitations.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down: Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Tiger fans, do you like to gamble? Well, gambling's exactly what you're doing if you have your home or business electrical installation done by a contractor who's not qualified, trained, and insured. Don't take the chance. Be safe. Be certain. Use only IBEW contractors to do your electrical work. The stakes are just too high for anything else. You can depend on your hometown IBEW and IBEW contractors.
At MU Healthcare, believing anything is possible is how we treat every patient. It's how we find answers to medicine's most difficult questions, like uncovering new ways to help the body fight cancer, renewing hope for epilepsy patients, and stopping muscular dystrophy in its tracks. At MU Healthcare, we won't stop searching for answers, because when it comes to your health, we never settle. Neither should you.
The most powerful ideas come from understanding. By asking what's important here. At Great Southern Bank, we start by asking our customers to find out how we're doing and what they really need. Then we get to work, making banking easier and more effective, financing more flexible, and our communities better places to live. It's an ongoing team effort to keep improving how we serve our neighbors day after day. And it all starts with understanding what really matters. Learn more at GreatSouthernBank.com. Member FDIC.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield, this is the Mizzou Wrap-Up Show.
Well, Missouri gets the dub, their first of the season. And we'll talk about it here on the Wrap-Up Show as Missouri gets a 77-62 win over the Howard Bison. Hello, I'm Matt Michaels. This is the Wrap-Up Show. We're joined right now with our lesson assistant coaches interview. Glad to have David Nutt with us, special assistant to the head coach. And Coach Nutt, appreciate you being here. Appreciate seeing a victory. It had been a long time coming.
That's exactly right. And we want to, the thing that I love to hear Coach Gates talk to the team about is how the fans are here. Your student section is unbelievable, and it didn't go as it wasn't such a beautiful game. But a win's a win, and it's always good to get on the win column.
Coach Gates just spoke with Mike and Chris about how the defense allowed this team to put the game away in that 11-0 run towards the finish. It was a couple minutes of play, but it was just consistency at the time of the game when you need to win. And those had been the minutes that maybe had eluded this group in some recent contests, even going back to last season. How were you able to put that hammer down and lock it in and get that success in the end?
Well, the thing that he really tried to emphasize in the timeouts, in the huddle, is that even though the shots are not going down, our three-point percentage was very, very low tonight. We barely hit, 2 or 3 shots from the three. But defensively is where you just got to stay with it and stick with it. And I thought the group that he had out there late in the game really did a good job of locking down defensively and blocking out and rebounding the basketball, and I thought that was the difference in the game because here's the thing. Everybody thinks that just because you're playing outside of the SEC that it's going to be an automatic victory. And I can tell you, Howard, they're a 2-time tournament team. I know Coach mentioned that. And you look at Eastern Washington coming up on Monday night, these guys are really, really good. And so, hey, a win's a win, and it's precious. It's just what Coach said in the locker room, that winning is precious. And don't ever forget that. And it's a great win. We feel like that it's one step to 30-plus steps that we want to go. We don't expect to be perfect tonight, but we're really proud of the defense late in the game to solidify this game.
Well, you get to have a victory, too, as we're here on the wrap-up show with Tiger assistant David Nutt. The Tigers get a 77-62 win over Howard for their first of the season. You see newcomers and younger players stepping in to have a big part of that. We saw a second straight game where the defense of Anthony Robinson stepped to the forefront. He got easy points off of his own defense as well in scoring 13 tonight, had a steal in there, had a couple of rebounds. You got to see down the stretch, when Allen comes in and plays 12 minutes and can contribute points down the stretch that you have to have for this team. Those are encouraging signs for this group.
That's a great observation because you look at a guy, and it shows you a little bit about the talent level. The talent level is certainly improved. And you look at a guy like Marcus Allen coming in and playing right down to the wire and played very, very well. I thought Tamar Bates played very well, but not only defensively, but we rebounded the ball well. I don't know if Coach mentioned this in his postgame, but we rebounded the ball 76%. And what I mean by that is if someone took 100 shots, we got 76% of the rebounds, which makes it valuable for us. 36 on the offensive end. So we're doing some good things there. I thought our guys played as hard as they could and played well, didn't make all the right decisions. But the bottom line is we held them to 40%. 39 is about our goal. Mm-hmm. If we could hold a team at 39%, we feel like that we're going to have a chance to win and to hold them to 40%. And those guys were cheering about that in the locker room and obviously disappointed in some ways, didn't shoot the ball great. But at the end of the day, hey, we still shot nearly 48% from the field, which is a great thing for us.
Well, the thing that maybe kept this game closer is the fact that Howard was hitting threes, and sometimes late clock threes, the sort of contested shots that don't always go down. So did that, in a way, maybe make it
artificially close in a sense? In other words, you were hitting your metric, right? You were keeping a team down in their field goal percentage, but still you had the game flow tight, and it puts the pressure on your team to execute in the ways that it did.
And you bring up a good point. Coach mentioned it at halftime that this is a team that you're going to have to play defense for 30 seconds. One possession is 30 seconds. You're going to have to play defense for 30 seconds. You can't play for 25. It's undisciplined to play for 25 and then let somebody get open and shoot a three at the end. And so I thought the adjustment he made and the point he was trying to make to his team, I thought in the second half we came out, we did fairly better. We did a little bit better, but we did go to a zone a couple times and a couple guys got loose. But, again, we're still trying to find our way, and I thought but we don't take anything. We're certainly not going to pour cold water over a win. Absolutely not, as the Tigers win 77-62 over Howard tonight here with Tigers assistant David Nutt. Mark Mitchell, I think, had a more comfortable game for him. He was impactful, rebounding and playing with a veteran presence on the road at Memphis. But 16 points is more what you expect, and 8 of 8 from the foul line is especially more what you expect from a veteran leader on this team. How did you assess his performance tonight? Well, here's a guy, he's probably thinking that he didn't play as good as he wanted to. But if you look at the stat sheet, he fills up a stat sheet. Mm-hmm. And you just mentioned that. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 8 free throws in the line. And, again, free throw shooting was a really, really good for us tonight. I think overall we were shot nearly 84% from the line, and that's a beautiful thing if you can continue to shoot free throws like that. But Mark Mitchell is an outstanding player, and I think anybody that's ever watched him and watched him at practice, he's just going to get better and better. He's feeling more and more comfortable. But, again, even though he feels like he didn't play great, but he filled up that stat sheet, and that's what we got to have. Another note about the Tigers' defense here tonight. There were 17 turnovers by the Bison. 11 of them came off of Missouri steals. Yeah. So it's not necessarily, the unforced error. The high pressure on the defense and the way that you guys were able to lock in for large stretches of the game, well, as we've talked about a couple of times here already, helped you win, and it shows in that stat, I think. You make a good point there, because our pressure bothered them a little bit, and you're right. The turnovers came from us forcing turnovers. It wasn't such an unforced turnover. It wasn't like they just dribbled it off their foot. Mm-hmm. We were actually had a deflection or a good rotation, a loose ball. Getting a 50-50 ball is important to us. There's a couple of times where our guys got to get better and get on that floor to make sure we get that 50-50 ball. But I thought overall our guys were good. We got a quick turnaround. We got to get ready to play again. But I do want to mention Tamar Bates again, because here's a guy that has really developed over the summer. He was good for us last year, but he's even better for us this year. I think he had 17 points for the night. He really played well. Kind of had a quiet 17 points, but he's going to be a good player for us. Yeah, absolutely. 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. The 3-pointers that were hit by Tamar Bates in the 77-62 win over Howard. As we got a couple more questions here for Tiger assistant David Nutt here on the wrap-up show. How important was Marquez Warwick to the action tonight? Because he scored 7 points in 14 minutes, and it seemed like he was an offensive shot in the arm for your team. He's the type of guy, he's a phenomenal shooter. I'm telling you, he's one of the most accurate shooters I've ever been around. And I told Coach this before, and of course, he knew it, and that's the reason we recruited him. But what he did tonight, he didn't depend on that three-point shot. He got to the basket. But it goes back to Coach Gates in that huddle saying, I want paint touches. I want the ball driven. I either want a layup or shooting free throws to really grind them and make them foul us. And I thought that was a great coaching move, because if you don't, you could sit out here on a cold night shooting the basketball from the three and you wind up getting beat. Mm-hmm. And so Coach changed the whole tempo of the game when he said, get to the paint and make something happen, and Marquez really did that. And I got to commend him, because he really is an outstanding three-point shooter. But, man, he shot faked and got to the basket and finished. And like you said, he had 7 points, and I think in 13, 14 minutes.
Right, and 42 points in the paint in the end tonight against just 20 for Howard, and 30 points off the bench as well. We saw deep rotations. Nobody coaching this game played 30 minutes or more, which I think is a testament to the talent this team has and the talent that this team, I would argue, is trying to develop in the early season.
I think the thing that you'll see with this team is that on a given night, you're looking at different players. Obviously, Mark Mitchell has separated himself somewhat. So we know he's the guy. We know that he's an outstanding player. But we have a lot of other outstanding players as well. And I think you'll look up on given nights, and Coach is going to, right now he talks about all the time trying to find the right chemistry. Chemistry is a big, big factor in basketball and with our team, and it takes a while. And so you'll look at different lineups. You just test different things. But I think it's a testament to the talent level and the depth and the physicality. I think we're better and bigger as a team, and I think you'll look up on given nights and see guys like Caleb Grill have a big night, or maybe Jacob Cruz, or Aiden Shaw, Trent Pierce. Trent Pierce was outstanding at Memphis, and so you got a lot of guys you can turn to, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely. You'd rather have more than fewer.
No question.
In this game, 100%. And you mentioned a quick turnaround. Eastern Washington will come in on Monday. What are the keys to refocusing, just from a general perspective, on a turnaround like that?
Well, we'll probably meet tonight for a long time, and it'll be all about Eastern Washington. And one of the things that stood out to me, and I haven't talked to Coach yet about Eastern Washington, but we know everything that they're going to do. Let me tell you what they're going to do. First of all, their coach is a phenomenal coach. Last year, I think they beat 3 high major teams. They're going to bring in about 8 to 9 to 10 guys that can all shoot the basketball. They're really, really smart. It's probably one of the best IQ basketball teams that you'll see. If we weren't playing them, they'd be fun to watch. But we've got our hands full, and we've got to, it's the thing that Coach was making his point in there, that in the locker room, is that we've got to make sure that we have a turnaround. Hey, we can celebrate tonight till about 11:30, 12 o'clock when you go to bed, and then it's over with. And tomorrow we got to start with Eastern Washington, because I promise you they think they can come in here and win. That's why we need that same big crowd that we had tonight. And we want to thank all the fans. I know Coach did. He certainly did in the dressing room, to the players and our students. Mm-hmm. He even mentioned our students were up there sleeping on the concrete last night. That's all right. The way this morning trying to get a ticket. How about that? And so it's a special thing, special program. We just want to make sure we get to the level of our fans and our students, and hopefully we can do that. Eastern Washington is going to pose a lot of problems for us. We've got to make sure that we're better in a lot of different areas. We've got to make sure that we're on point defensively, rebounding the basketball, and limit them to one shot, and make sure we run them off the three-point line, because they do shoot the basketball.
Yeah, we're certainly looking forward to that challenge on Monday night. Game 1 of 10 in a row in the friendly confines is a dub, and that is good news to report.
Great win. Hey, good to have you back.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see you. Coach David Nutt with us here on the wrap-up show. We'll come back and dig into this box score a little bit more as the Tigers win tonight over the Howard Bison on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
A message about driving safely from University of Missouri head basketball coach Dennis Gates.
Basketball requires everyone to be responsible teammates. Driving requires the same exact thing. Crashes can be avoided by practicing safe driving habits. Please leave all distractions aside. Once you're behind that wheel, that is your number one priority. Buckle up, phone down. Slow down, drive sober.
This message is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
The Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors build our communities. Chances are your church, school, grocery store, or gas station was built by contractors using union laborers. They take great pride in their work and accomplishments and love to go by an old project and say, I built that. The men and women of the Missouri Laborers Union and their contractors, taking pride in building our communities. Go to buildunion.com for more information. That's buildunion.com.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
Missouri gets the win 77-62 over Howard here at Mizzou Arena on this Friday night. Great crowd was in attendance here. 11,044 the final tally, and thank them all for being here for this 15-point victory for the black and gold. And sometimes it's as easy as finding one stat and you point it out and say, okay, this was the one, right? Not fast break points, but points off turnovers. We talked about the Tiger defense with Coach David Nutt. 17 turnovers by Howard led to 20 points for the Missouri Tigers. Missouri did in the end turn it over 12 times, but only 5 points off turnovers. There's the margin of 15, and there is the margin in the game. Coach Nutt was talking all about Tamar Bates and maybe a quiet 17 points. It wasn't that quiet if you look at the stat line. 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc helped, 2 of 2 from the foul line. He had 4 rebounds, had 2 assists, just 1 turnover in his 27 minutes of play. You heard Mike Kelly on the Socket Fiber postgame show talk about the plus-minus for the Tigers, and Bates was a plus-minus of 9, but he was one of the leaders in terms of minutes for this Missouri team. 3 Tigers with a plus-minus of 14, all impactful. Aiden Shaw, when he was on the floor for his 26 minutes, contributing the defense to that plus 14, to be sure. Marcus Allen was also one of the leaders, 12 minutes, but the Tigers were 14 points better than their opponents when Allen was on the floor. And Mark Mitchell also a plus 14 in scoring. The Tigers scored on 53% of their trips, and to the point of the Missouri defense, Howard scored on just 38% of their possessions in this game. Dockery with his 14 points to lead the way for the visitors. 4 of 7 from beyond the arc and just 5 of 12 from the field. 1 of 9 from the field for starter Blake Harper. It just goes to show that Missouri's defense was frustrating the Howard Bison throughout stretches of this contest. And yes, it was a contest all the way to the end. This is a team that's made the last 2 NCAA tournaments by winning a competitive MEAC, and it really started for Missouri once the Bison got it within 4 points with 4:38 to play in the contest. They had a little 5-0 mini run after a Dockery 3. The next possession was Allen after a couple of passes, backing down a defender, getting in for a layup. It was good to extend the lead back to 6. Then Harris on the other end hit a mid-range jumper. Not necessarily the modern basketball shot, but he drained it. And then Allen came right back and hit a quick layup. Then Robinson got an and one, a dramatic and one down the floor. That made it, after the free throw was good, 68-59. Gray with a foul shot. Mitchell hit a couple, and then Tamar Bates really put the icing on the cake with 1:25 to play. His three-pointer, his third of the night, made it 74-59, and then you had the final score, 77-62. So Missouri gets its first win since December the 30th of 2023, and wins are to be celebrated, as Coach Nutt mentioned, and had a lot to smile about here at Mizzou Arena tonight. Tiger fans, Mizzou Athletics would like to thank premier partners MU Healthcare and Shelter Insurance, and a reminder that Central Bank is your hometown bank. It is the only place for Tiger checking. Open an account today at tigerchecking.com. We'll come back here on the wrap-up show, take you across the action in the Southeastern Conference and top 25 men's college basketball, and let you know what's happening on a pretty busy Friday night across the country. Missouri wins here at home tonight, 77-62 over Howard, and we'll be back in a moment. This is the wrap-up show on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Addison's restaurants are great local spots to visit before or after all Mizzou home games. Addison's has 2 locations to choose from in Southwest and downtown Columbia. Addison's features a full bar with over 20 beers on tap, including local brewers, and of course their famous Nachos Bianco. So, before or after the game, stop by Addison's. View the full menu online for both locations at addisonsgrill.com.
At MediaCom, we believe no matter where you live or work, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we're one of the first in the nation to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we invest billions of dollars into our network. And it's why you can always count on MediaCom to deliver 99.99% network reliability. The fact is, it doesn't matter where you are. With MediaCom, you're always moving forward. Network reliability based on the 2022 MediaCom Executive Summary Outage Exception Report.
It's time to get back into routine that focuses on you. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness. Escape reality in the indoor saltwater pool. Detox in the saunas or heat things up with our hot yoga. Wilson's is here to support you, motivate you, and help smash your goals with group fitness classes, personal coaching, and endless amenities. Move better, feel better, simply live better at Wilson's Fitness in Columbia. Visit them at wilsonsfitness.com.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
12-4 in favor of Missouri. Into the front court comes Anwar Gill. Gill gets to the top of the key, had it intercepted by Perkins. 2-on-1 with Mitchell on his right. Alley-oop for Mitchell for the flush.
Yeah, early on, 14-4 the Missouri run. That was with 12:05 to play in the first half. And Missouri saw their lead whittle down to as little as 4, but in the finish, a big finish, the Tigers lead by 15 in their 77-62 victory. I'm Matt Michaels, talking it over here on the wrap-up show and also going through the rest of men's college basketball on a Friday night. Plenty of SEC action, really, for a Friday. Everybody's got their football games tomorrow, but no lack of Friday night contests, including the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide, hosting Arkansas State and coming away with an 88-79 win at Coleman Coliseum. That was a tight game, just a 3-point lead for the time at the half, but they pulled away in the second stanza. 13th-ranked Texas A&M entertaining East Texas A&M and blowing them out 87-55. Coleman for the Aggies, 14-8 in the first win of the season for A&M as they dropped their opener away from home. Texas hosting Houston Christian tonight, and the 19th-ranked Longhorns had no problem with a 90-59 dub. Johnson for the Longhorns with 28 in victory there. 24th-ranked Ole Miss entertaining Grambling and just barely hanging on to a victory over Grambling, 66-64. In fact, that was a second-half comeback. Grambling led by 8 at the break, but Brakefield for the Rebels with a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds, and Ole Miss is 2-0. South Carolina entertaining South Carolina State. The Gamecocks lost their opener, and Lamont Paris and company get back on the horse with an 86-64 win tonight. Mississippi State at the hump, entertaining Georgia State and coming away with a 101-66 victory as Hubbard for the Bulldogs with 15 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, filling it up as Mississippi State advances to 2-0. Again here tonight, Missouri with a trio in double figures, led by the 17 of Tamar Bates. Mark Mitchell had 16 and 8, and Anthony Robinson with his second straight double-digit scoring game. He added 13 points as Missouri defeats the Howard Bison by 15 this evening. We'll come back and take you across the rest of the men's top 25, including a game that was tight in the end at Allen Fieldhouse. We'll let you know those results out west when North Carolina stormed into town when we return here on the wrap-up show. This is the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It's game time. As Mizzou Hoops action heats up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. So grab your friends and a couple cold ones and toast to the thrill of college basketball. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Mizzou Tigers. Whether you're courtside or couchside, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Top, official craft beer sponsor of the Missouri Tigers. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, Shock Top Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon.
Let Shelter Insurance take you to the zoo this football season. And we don't mean the zoo with the animals and the cotton candy. We're talking about the ZOU with the Mizzou Tigers. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent, and they'll register you for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Tiger home football game this season. Only Shelter agents can register you, so call, email, or drop by for your chance to win. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com/Mizzou and register to win 2 tickets to the zoo.
What put you in such a good mood?
Well, you know how competitive the couple next door is?
Yeah?
Well, he saw our flooring installers pull away yesterday and started bragging about their new floors. Get this, they chose laminate flooring instead of wood. He said they saved a bundle. I just smiled. It's a false savings. They're going to have to replace those floors in 7 to 10 years. Our wood floors will last a lifetime, and when we sell our house, we'll get more and sell faster.
ChooseWood.com.
You could call it swagger. You could call it a vibe. You could call it confidence. You could call it cool. Or you could call it exactly as it is, Tiger Pride. Show your Mizzou spirit with the Tiger Checking Card, only from Central Bank. Sign up today at tigerchecking.com. Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Ward to the left side. Bates top of the key. Ball fake. Step back 3 from the right wing. Good. Missouri's first 3 goes down at the buzzer at the end of the first half as Missouri missed its first 10 shots from 3, but made number 11. Harper from a right side missed it. Rebound pulled down Robinson. Here comes Missouri 3-on-1. Right side for Bates. Alley-oop for Shaw for the flush.
Really wouldn't be a highlight package if there wasn't an Aiden Shaw alley-oop in it. 4 points tonight for Shaw, 2 of 3 from the field. Did have a board, had an assist. Also, those 4 points, part of a Tiger dub. 77-62 winners over Howard tonight. I'm Matt Michaels here on the wrap-up show. We are approaching the hour of 10 across the great state of Missouri. Why don't we take 10 seconds for station identification? You're listening to Missouri Basketball. So as we're in our final segment here, we'll take you across the rest of the men's top 25 in major college basketball. And so many of those teams are in the Southeastern Conference now. We've gone through a lot of it already, but 18th-ranked Marquette is in action, entertaining George Mason. It's a 66-59 lead in Milwaukee for Marquette. That is with about 4 minutes and change to play in the second half. 22nd-ranked UCLA about to tip off against New Mexico at home in a battle of 1-0 team. 7th-ranked Duke entertaining Army. No problem for the Blue Devils. A 100-58 win as Flagg went for 13-11 with 3 blocks. The imposing center of the Blue Devils, Duke, is 2-0. 9th-ranked North Carolina went on the road for a true roadie at the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas ranked number 1 in the nation. Carolina was down by as many as 20 points. They stormed back. They outscored the Jayhawks 51-39 in the second half. It wasn't enough. Kansas gets the 3-point win, 92-89, as Dickinson had 20 and 10 for the Jayhawks. 14th-ranked Purdue entertaining the Norse of Northern Kentucky tonight. No problem. 72-50 winners for the Boilermakers. 20th-ranked Cincinnati hosting Morehead State and cruising to an 83-56 win tonight. And that's the rest of the men's top 25 is again here at Mizzou Arena. If you just want to break it down, it's a 15-point win on points off turnovers. Missouri forced 17 takeaways. 11 of them were true steals and got 20 points off of those 17 Bison turnovers. Meanwhile, Just 5 points off turnovers for the visitors from Howard, and that leads to the win. Tamar Bates, efficient, 17 points on 6 of 11 shooting, the only Missouri player to hit a three-pointer. The Tigers did not shoot well from deep, 3 of 22, but all 3 went to Bates. He also made his pair of foul shots, had 4 rebounds, a block, and a steal. 5-category player tonight, a +9 in 27 minutes. Mark Mitchell, 16 points, 8 rebounds. He had an assist and also helped the Tiger cause greatly with some solid play from the line. 8 of 8 from the foul stripe. 13 points for Anthony Robinson, and it's a second straight good game for him on 4 of 7 shooting. Did go 0 of 3 from beyond the arc, but 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Had an assist, a couple of rebounds, had a block, and 3 steals to lead his team in that category. And Marquez Warwick off the bench, 7 points in 14 minutes of action. Also saw Honor Boateng, 5 points, and got the start tonight. He only ended up playing 9 minutes, but good to see Boateng out there. Tony Perkins, 4 points on no field goals, 4 of 6 from the foul line for Perkins tonight. Did add 4 rebounds to his line. And Josh Gray, the big guy, good to see him out there with a 2 of 2 night from the field, 5 points, split his pair of foul shots, had 6 rebounds in the game. And again, 5 points in 13 minutes, but a lot to be happy with from Josh Gray and his performance tonight. As again, the Tigers really spread it out. They had, in the end, 12 play in the game, and I don't even necessarily see J.V. Brown at the end of there. So really 13 played in the game, and nobody had more than 30 minutes on the floor. So spreading it out, getting some stuff figured out, and getting that win as the Tigers snap a streak that goes back to last season. 77-62 the final over Howard tonight. Big thanks to everybody involved in our broadcast this evening, especially Dylan Riggs running things for us at Learfield World Headquarters in Jefferson City. And big thanks as well to Jeremy Washington producing here courtside at Norm Stewart Court. Also thanks to Tiger Special Assistant to the head coach, David Nutt, as he'll be with us all season long on our wrap-up shows, so make sure you catch Coach Nutt's thoughts after every single home game. For all of them, I'm Matt Michaels. One more time, Missouri 77, Howard 62. We'll see you for the Buckle Up Phone Down Tiger tailgate as Mizzou takes on Oklahoma tomorrow at 4:45. And, of course, the Eastern Washington Eagles will try to take flight at Mizzou Arena on Monday night. We'll have our Shelter Insurance pregame show coming your way Monday at 5:30. The Tigers get the 15-point win over Howard tonight, and that's it for this edition of the Tiger Wrap-Up Show on the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Mizzou Wrap-Up Show. The preceding has been